minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome back to Monday Night Live Show. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. An up and down weekend, to say the least. Some results that went our way, some results that didn't go our way, and a result that we took on the chin, even though we wanted the 3 points, but a massive morale boost considering the circumstance of the game. Drift, it's been a busy Monday with a lot of news, bro. How you doing?
It is, bruv. What do we believe? What do we believe, bruv?
Well, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm going to read off the list of all the stuff we've got to discuss. We've been linked to Kudus in January. Salah and Ibu's contracts are close to extensions, apparently. Trent has some comments about Slot, which could potentially show some insight into which way he's leading. The left-back issue / situation. Adelo, I'm just going to say his surname. Lookman has been linked with us. Pep Linders has been sacked, which has potentially opened the door for a Bichetic return. And we've got to do an FPL update. Yikes.
Big Monday.
Big Monday.
That's why people like Mondays, right? Because
it's crazy because all this stuff is stuff I didn't even speak about this morning, bro. To be honest. So
let's get into it.
Let us indeed. Should we start with Mohamed Kudus? Rumors today have come out that we are interested in signing the West Ham forward and are even looking at the option of signing him in January as well.
Ironically, he's playing right now.
He is indeed. He's been linked with a move to Liverpool since Johnny Heitinga. Well, he's been linked with a move to Liverpool for a while, but especially since Johnny Heitinga joined the coaching staff. Him and Johnny Heitinga have a very good relationship. And he's spoken about this publicly. And he's at a team in West Ham whereby he's not being able to fully showcase his full talents. However, we've spoken about this. We rate the player. Does he give enough output over the course of a season to warrant a move or for us to pay what would probably be upwards of £80 million for him? Drift, Mohamed Kudus, let's discuss.
Very interested in this one.
If this was in the summer, we'd be all over this, right? We'd be saying, yeah, let's get it done. No two ways about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody's watching who's in the WhatsApp group that we're in, but shout out to you lot. We were talking about it today, and I said to everyone, I'll say it to everyone in the chat now. You moan about players that we have now, and you say their output isn't good enough, but yet in the same breath you want Kudus. That doesn't make any sense to me. Kudus is not a stat man. If you want to do what I do, which is look at the ability of the player, then you take Kudus all day. But I don't know about you, Cal, but I see the majority of our fan base seem to be stat people. They seem to care more about stats and goals and GA and expected goals and all that kind of stuff. It seems to be the subject of, I mean, I'll just use a prime example. When we talk about Diaz, nobody listens to me when I talk about the talent of the player and the quality of the player and the things that he brings to us on the field that are sometimes not as tangible as you notice. People just go, doesn't score enough, doesn't assist enough. We need to upgrade. That's all people say. There's no way in the world that you can tell me that Kudus has better output than Diaz. It's not true. Even if you pretend to yourself to suit your own narrative, it's not true. He doesn't have better output than Diaz. They're very similar. I'm not saying Diaz is way better than him or anything like that. But and I know people will use the argument he's at West Ham, and I do get that to a degree. But at the same time, I do always say you got to caveat that conversation with, well, what if that person can't handle being at a bigger club? It doesn't always mean being the best in a small team means you come to a big team and then you're automatically just going to be great. It doesn't always work like that. So I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't see much difference between Diaz and Kudus statistically. So if people are like, Diaz ain't good enough, we need to upgrade on Diaz, and then Kudus is the one you want, you ain't going to get anything different in terms of your statistical contribution to the team. So are you just wanting the shiny toy and you're taking for granted what you have? I don't know. It confuses me a little. I don't even know where you stand on this because we haven't really spoken that much about it. But if you're a tech man, you take Kudus all day. He's a baller. If you want the stat thing, Kudus isn't the way you go. Not in my opinion, anyway.
I hear it. Again, I made no secret about it in the summer which player I wanted on the right-hand side. It was Michael Olise because I think he ticked both boxes. I think he gives you numbers, and I think he gives you, as you said, the eye test result as well. It's interesting hearing you speak like this because I know you and Matt, for example, were very, very high on Kudus last season, saying you wanted us to really sign him. Like I remember us going back and forth between Olise and Kudus a lot last season. Everything you said, I hear it. And you're spot on, Drift. Like in terms of statistics, Diaz, I think, got 8 and 5 in the league last season. Kudus got 8 and 6 in the league. Virtually identical. However, if we're going to look beyond surface level, I think there's enough information to suggest that he may get more goals and assists than what Diaz does. And I'll explain why. Kudus predominantly played left wing for West Ham last season, which we'd all agree he can play the position, but it's the weakest out of the positions he can play. He can also play as a 10, as a 9, as a right-sided winger, and as a number 8 or an advanced 8. I think left winger is his best.
I thought it was like 50-50 left and right wing. I thought he kind of played like similar numbers on both flanks last season.
I think he's predominantly left.
Okay.
So that would be the equivalent of Diaz playing on the right for most of the season. Another thing to consider is his other stats, such as dribbles and take-ons. I think he was one of the best in the league, if not the best, if I'm not mistaken, in that aspect as well. And you think around better players where you can't necessarily have a 2 or 3 on 1 when it comes to Kudus, because if you have 3 on 1 on Kudus, then hey ho, Salah's free. Hey ho, someone else might be free. Hey ho, someone else might be free. That might give him a bit more to work with as well. Not just that, you'd imagine around better players where he wouldn't have to do as much to get a goal or an assist, he may get better numbers as well. So I fully get where you're coming from in terms of what his output was and what his output is. I just look at a player there and I think he almost needs to be like released into the wild almost and been like, yeah, I can really just soar the sky here and really flap my wings because I've got space now. I've got ballers around me who really get it, because I'd say outside of sort of Paqueta and Bowen, I don't think there's really anyone else in that team really on his wavelength like that, which is kind of weird considering West Ham have done so much business. But I think he gives you unpredictability. I don't think we have a real dribble guy in our team. I know Diaz is got very good footwork, but I don't see him beating players that often, whereas Kudus does kind of do that. But at the same time, he's not playing against low blocks when he's at West Ham, whereas he would be at Liverpool. So on the other side of what I'm saying, him playing against low blocks, how does he adapt to that? Would he be an automatic start on the right wing? Probably not if Salah's still here. How does he deal with that? Does Salah change position? Does Kudus have to rotate with Salah? How does that affect his numbers? there's a lot to digest with it. 85 million is a lot of money.
Mm.
And if I'm looking around, and I've got to use his name, Drift. And I know you must be sick to death of me saying his name. I'm going to keep on saying it because you're obviously on the transfer committee. Well, you run transfer. So I'm hoping one day I'm able to just get the message across and you go, oh, God, finally, just give him what he wants to shut him up. For 85 million, I think you can get Kvaratskhelia. And for me, him and Kvaratskhelia is the better footballer. And
Haven't you heard the bad news, though?
No, don't you?
Kvaratskhelia signing a new deal at Napoli.
Yeah, with a release clause, 8 million euros.
I still think that suggests he won't go anywhere for at least a year, though. I'll be very, very surprised if a new contract means that he goes within 6 months of signing it.
Summer.
Because he has a release clause in his current deal, doesn't he?
Summer.
But why would he sign a new? Because I heard he's
Suarez
doubling
did the same thing at Liverpool, bro.
Yeah, but Suarez is an arsehole, isn't it? So it's a bit different.
a lot of players do it. A lot of players will do it because it's almost the guaranteed. Timo Werner did the same thing.
No, but he did it because his contract had done and he wanted to make sure RB got money for him. That was actually very admirable of him. Whereas I think Kvaratskhelia is just getting a pay rise.
No, he's getting a pay rise, but I also think that's him saying, look, this is my time. If someone comes in with that bid, you can't stand in my way. Because let's be honest, Napoli are notorious for being horrible to negotiate with. So that suggests to me he's gone, look, if I want out and a team bids that amount, you can't get in my way. For me, if it's Kvaratskhelia or it's Kudus, I know who I'm picking.
No, Kvaratskhelia is better than Kudus. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. One is obviously seasoned in the Prem, so we don't know if that helps. But if you're just talking to me about flat out ability, Kvaratskhelia is better than Kudus. I agree with you on that. I think the only difference is Kvaratskhelia is not as versatile, which can be a hindrance when you're thinking about it. Because like you said, Kudus can actually play 4 positions in the team, whereas Kvaratskhelia can only play 2 at a stretch. He's predominantly
I'd say 3 at a stretch. I'd say 3 at a stretch.
Oh, but I even think playing Kvaratskhelia in the 10 is like not necessarily the greatest divider. He's predominantly just a left winger for me.
He'd cook there, Drift, man. He'd cook in the 10, bro.
Yeah, but is this an assumption on his ability? Because we haven't had much of a sample size of it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Look, I know you're on the transfer committee, so you've got all the data. I'm telling you, Kvaratskhelia is a special footballer. And with us getting Mamardashvili as well, it does give me a little bit of hope.
Kvaratskhelia would definitely excite me way more in the summertime if it happened than what Kudus would. 100%. I'd be way more excited about Kvaratskhelia.
I would lose my mind.
Oh, yeah, we know that. We know that, bro.
If you think the Caicedo and the Zubamendi stuff was bad, Kvaratskhelia would be on a
that would be a boxer shorts, no top string. We know, bro.
That would be all baby oil, bro. Full Diddy, bro. I'm wearing a robe, open chested, bare baby. I'll be shining on this screen, bro. I wouldn't even need lights. I'd be shining, bro. It'd be crazy. But
man said he'll come up and be like, ain't no way you could take this from me.
It'd be crazy, bro. It'd be crazy. So I asked you then, Drew. 2 questions. Would you sign Kudus? And do you think we will actually make a bid for Kudus?
I wouldn't, I wouldn't. If I'm going shopping with 20 quid and I know I have to buy enough food to last me all week, I can't start picking up steak. I just can't. Do you know what I mean? I got to start picking up stuff that's going to last all week. Steak's going to be like a third of my budget. So knowing how much we spend, 80 million on Kudus, we can't afford. I wouldn't.
I hear it.
Not only that, bro, with Chiesa still needing to be given time to prove himself, it would be weird to have 3 right wingers at the club.
All right, hear me out though. Hear me out. It's a nice little segue. Will we still have 6 attackers though? Or will we almost do what we did with the Mane situation where we go, all right, we're going to sign this player in January to make sure no one else gets him. And that's going to protect us when one of the forwards leaves, maybe a Diaz, maybe a Nunes.
Well, here's what would make that a bit weird then. Because Kudus is better as a right winger, I wouldn't like him to be the Diaz replacement. Because as you said, that would mean we're kind of playing him out of position. Not fully, but we slightly are. He's a better right winger than he is a left winger.
But I'd arguably say Chiesa is a better left winger than he is a right winger.
I don't know, you know. Chiesa's played right wing in his career more than he's played left wing.
Maybe about the same, but I think Chiesa in the Premier League would probably be suited better to the left wing.
So you would say put Chiesa over and then Kudus can be the cover for Salah. And would Kudus come to Liverpool to be Salah cover though? He's too good to like take that as what his...
True, but what's the other options? I mean, he could go, if he goes Arsenal, he's deputising for Saka. Saka's better than
Kudus. I only see us buying Kudus to play 10, you know. I don't even really see us buying him to play wing. I would only see us buying him to, like he did at Ajax, because he played 10 a lot at Ajax and he's very good at it. I would probably see us more playing him as a 10 than a winger, you know.
Fair dude, but if you look here though, I mean at Arsenal, he's not better than Saka and he's not better than Odegaard, so he's a deputy there. At Chelsea, he's better than Madueke, but there's Madueke, there's Neto. Is he going to want to go there? And Cole Palmer's the number 10 there. Man United, maybe. I mean, Amad Diallo is showing why Ten Hag looks really stupid now because he
starts at United. Kudus starts at United.
He does. But
Diallo's not playing Kudus.
No, he's not. But does he want to go to Man United given the current state of affairs? There?
Yeah. You never know.
Then you look at Man City. Man City could do with a Kudus, to be honest.
He'll start at City.
Yeah, Man City could do with a Kudus.
Yeah, he'd start at City. He'd start at Tottenham. It's probably only Arsenal and Liverpool that he wouldn't start at. He probably would start for the others, you know. Because I think he would start on the right wing. I know they've got Sancho, Mudryk, Madueke, Neto. But I think he's better than all of them apart from Neto. So I think he would start at Chelsea.
Maybe.
Neto and Kudus would be naughty wingers.
It'd be filth.
That would be naughty, bruv.
It'd be filth. I don't see this one happening, Drift, if I'm going to be honest.
Nah, I mean, especially not in January.
No.
And it would be really weird to prioritize that role when it's probably the position we least need at the moment. Like we need a 10, a midfielder, and a defender way more than we need a winger currently. I
mean, it would be weird, but it wouldn't be an unusual thing for Liverpool to do that. Let's be real. Like, we've done that a couple of years now. We did that with Luis Diaz, and we did that when we signed Gakpo as well. So and Chiesa in the summer. Let's be real.
He just missed a chance, ironically.
He Kudus did.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs that Johnny Heitinga coaching still. Who knows?
He should have done better with it as well.
Well, boy. 2 players who are being coached by Johnny Heitinga at the moment, and that is Mohamed Salah and Salah Konate. Both apparently close to signing contract extensions. If rumours are reported to be true, then Salah has apparently been seduced by Liverpool's latest offers, and the club and him see a future of him playing at Liverpool Football Club. And this could be done very, very soon. And same for Ibu. We've been here before. You confident?
Yeah.
Still unwavering.
I'm still standing on business that I think all 3 stay, bro. I still think all 3 stay. One of them seems to be giving more I want to go vibes than stay vibes of late. But I'm going to still stand on business and I think that all 3 stay.
What makes you feel as though Salah will stay?
Salah doesn't want to leave. Salah wants to stay, man. Salah loves this club. Salah wants
And
to
we-
be a Liverpool legend. I mean, he is a Liverpool
He
legend.
already
But he
is.
wants,
We love him as well as fans, but we
yeah,
also
he
know
wants to break records. He wants to climb up the mountain as far as he can. He would never play for another Premier League team, and I think he's got his eyes set on becoming the second highest goal scorer in the league behind Alan Shearer. I think he's 40 goals away from Rooney. So, God's willing, he stays free from injury for 3 years. If he signed a 2 or 3 year deal, I can't imagine he wouldn't get 40 goals in 3 seasons. So, I think he could overtake Rooney and become the second highest goal scorer in the league. Oh no, sorry, it's Kane, isn't it? It's Shearer, then Kane, then Rooney. Even to be in the top 3, you know, Salah loves the idea of breaking records and being as high up as he can. So,
yeah.
I think he's definitely got his eyes on overtaking Rooney in that regard.
I hear everything you're saying.
So yeah,
And we all
I
agree.
don't think it's difficult to keep Salah as long as you pay him a good wage.
That's the snag, though, isn't it? He wants to stay. We want him to stay.
Mm.
The club want him to stay. There's a club offering him favourable terms for him to stay.
I mean, he definitely has to be a little bit realistic as well at his age. He can't be sitting there talking about, I want 450. And, like, he's still got to be realistic himself as well. Do you get what I mean? But as long as he wants to just stay roughly on what he's on now, then I think it'll be fine.
I mean, we sit there, Drift, and we say about his age and being realistic, but is age the main thing here? Shouldn't it be performance? And the fact that he's far and away our best attacker, our most efficient attacker. The attacker that if he doesn't score an assist, it doesn't seem like Liverpool score an assist. Sorry. Should that not be the measuring stick for a new contract as opposed to his age, even though you've got to consider his age as well?
If he was a little bit younger, I don't think it would be. But at 32/33, I do think it does count. Like, we can't be naive. You can't give a 32/33-year-old over 400 grand a week on like a 2 or 3 year deal, because financially, from a business point of view, that is a massive risk. If it was just a 1 year deal, then I don't think it would be a big deal. If it's 2 or 3 year deal, we have to, as fans, understand why the club would look at that as a massive risk. Do you get what I mean? So,
to quote the great Drifty, though, what about back pay?
I mean, ironically, he's probably one of the players in the team that doesn't need as much back pay because he's always been the highest paid. But I hear you. I hear you. I mean, Virgil deserves back pay. That's someone who deserves back pay, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't think Mo's greedy either. I think it's length of contract. I'm speculating. Yeah, I'm speculating, but I believe it's the length of the contract that is an issue in any way with the situation. I don't think it's wages. I can't imagine the club are willing to or are trying to lower how much he earns, because it'll be disrespectful and it'll be stupid to think he would take a pay cut at 32. I think it's the length of contract. I think he probably wants 3 years maybe, and they're probably only willing to offer 2, or maybe they have only offered him 1 and he's like, no, I want 2, something around that situation. I believe, guys, that it's got a lot more to do with the length of the contract. I don't know if anybody thinks it is money related. I don't think it's money related. I think it's length of contract. And again, you have to understand as well that as brilliant as Mo is right now, and as much as I believe he will still be able to do this for a little while yet, he is going to decline at some point because of his age. And the club are always going to be a little bit wary of that. Do you get what I mean? They're always going to be a little bit wary of that. So, yeah, I would probably say keep him on the same wage, 2-year deal, option of a 3rd. That's what I would say. That's what I would do. If I was in charge, that's what I would think would be an optimal way of doing this. I would say we'll give you a 2-year deal and there'll be an option of a 3rd. So if you continue to perform at a high level, then that 3rd option, then that 3rd year will just, we'll activate that because you're doing your thing. And then nobody's really taking a massive risk either side. That's what I think it will be anyway. You back? Are you back, bro? You're on. Yeah.
So laptop was about to start messing up, so tried to nip it in the bud. Konate, Konate's contract doesn't actually run out this summer. However, it does run out the following summer.
Mm.
The club are being proactive with this one. However, it feels like it has dragged on quite a lot.
Mm.
Do you think he's as important to get secured now as the other big three, even though he's got longer left on his contract?
Yeah, 100%. Because we don't want to be in the situation we're in now. So we have to be as proactive as possible. Plus, there's pussyholes like Real Madrid that will try and take advantage of it.
I don't think it would just be them.
They're the only team I think could take. Bro, I'll be honest with you. Liverpool are so good and we're so prestigious.
I think PSG could turn Ibu's head.
Bro, I know he's French. I don't think the French league is attractive anymore.
I think he's Parisian, though. I do think he might be Parisian.
Yeah, I think you'd look at them as a team that maybe he'd retire at for that love at the end. I don't think in his peak of his powers, he would go there. I mean, I could be totally wrong. Obviously, I'm just speculating, but he adores Liverpool, man. Ibu loves Liverpool. He don't want to
forget
go
about what I
nowhere.
just said. He's not from Paris. He's from So Shore. Yeah, ignore me.
There you go then.
Oh, no. John's saying he is now. Yeah, okay, he is. Yeah, he does. There is love there for PSG. I know he does. But he also does love Liverpool as well.
Yeah, and I think that would be that would be like a swan song type of situation, you know, a little bit like if I'm not mistaken, Roy Keane supported Celtic, I think, and then he like finished his career there, didn't he?
Robbie Keane too, apparently as well, isn't it?
Oh, was it? Maybe it's an Irish thing then. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah,
I'm sure Roy Keane like finished his career at Celtic because like it had something to do with him, like, you know, supporting them or whatever. So it was a nice way to finish his career. I personally think that's maybe something that maybe Ibu would do, but not while he's in his peak. I don't think the French league is attractive enough at the moment, with all due respect, for him to leave Liverpool to go to PSG. I think Real Madrid are the only team that we really have to worry about. Barcelona don't have the money. So even though they have the prestige, I don't think they have the money. It's just Real Madrid. It's always Real Madrid is the only team we've got to worry about. And Real Madrid actually need defenders. So we got to make sure that we get him locked down so we don't have to worry about anything.
Do you think we'd have to really push the bar for Ibu, given that the centre-back market isn't great right now?
I think you just make sure that you pay him handsomely.
Well, given that you'd say Saliba, around his age group, you'd say him and Saliba are the standouts. Outside of them two, it's kind of slim pickings. Obviously, Virgil's starting to wind down his career over maybe the next couple of years. We'd imagine Ibu's the heir to the throne of the players that we have right now, and obviously we'd still probably have to buy another centre-back. Do you think we have to start paying these players market value, or do you think?
Yeah, well, do you know what I would do? If I was going to give Ibu a new contract, I'd do something like this. So, if I'm not mistaken, Ibu's 24 now, right? So, I would give Ibu 150, 160 in his first year. I'd give him a 5-year deal, and I'd maybe make that contract have like a 10, 15, 20% increase per year. So by the time he's like 28, 29 and he's coming to the end of the contract, he's on like 220, 230 a week or something like that. So progressively make his contract go up by 10, 15,000 a year across the time. So you're giving him market value now, but he's also tied into securing and knowing that as inflation and everything increases, he will get more. So it won't be like a set thing, like in 4 years' time, he's still only getting 150. That's how I would do it if I was negotiating.
When you say stuff like that, it definitely lets me know you're on the board. Cool. Is there no argument to say, though, Drift? And I am playing devil's advocate with this question. You believe he's the second best centre-back in the league. Matt believes he's the second best centre-back in the league. I believe he's the second best centre-back in the league. Shouldn't he be paid like that then?
But he shouldn't be paid more than Virgil.
But we all know Virgil should be on more.
I know, but just looking at the structure of our team, it would be very strange for Ibu to get paid more than Virgil.
What if Virgil went up to 250?
If Virgil went up to 250, I'd say put Ibu on 220.
I was going to say 200, so you're going higher than I've gone.
But I think Virgil's on 220, isn't it? Or 210.
Yeah.
Like, he's somewhere around there.
Yeah,
So
I'd go
200
for Ibu.
I haven't got a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it.
I think that'd be fair.
But I like the idea. Like, say for example, if as a player I was signing a contract, I'd love the idea of me getting getting not a bonus, but like every year my wage goes up. That would very much incentivize me to sign the contract. If they weren't quite willing to give me the full piece right now, but every year my contract goes up, that would definitely incentivize me to want to sign the deal. So either or, I'm not bothered either or. Just make sure we get it done.
Yeah, I like the idea of that sort of signing, if I'm going to be honest, and that sort of contract term. I do like that a lot. Speaking of contracts, Trent. Every single show is speaking about Mr. Alexander-Arnold. However, he did come out with some quotes regarding the gaffer, regarding Arne's slot. I'd just like to read those out to you, Drift, and to everyone else listening.
Go for it.
I'm feeling like I'm going to get better and improve and learn so much in such a short space of time and just keep on learning. I could tell you that he is obsessed with football and the level of detail is incredible. Goes on to say, the level of detail and everything is like, I find myself smiling because that's the kind of thing that I really enjoy. It's just football in a very, very deep level. I could tell from the first time I met him that I was going to enjoy playing under him. Now, I know we're masters of reading between the lines as a fan base. And I came out to his defense quite aggressively this morning. If we're going to criticize some of the things that he said previously, then surely we've got to acknowledge what he said here. And you go, it's a player that looks like he might want to stay now. A player who does really want to play for the manager, who loves the club. If that's the case, does it not go back into the clubs? Does the ball not go back into the club's court?
Before I answer your question, I do have a message for Trent.
Then shut the fuck up in 2024. You sound dumb.
This ninja talks too much, Cal.
He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, man.
Nah, he talks too much, bro. He's turning into Theo Walcott. This brother loves talking, man. I beg you, just shut up and sign the thing or play football, man. I'm so sick of Trent doing interviews. I'm so sick of him having quotes in the media. Like, bro, this screams attention seeker.
I don't know, Drift, man.
Look, bruv, I don't know, man. I'm just getting fed up of this shit, man. I'm getting so fed up of this shit. Like, why are you talking so much, bro? Why are you always doing interviews? Why are you always like? I don't know, bro. I don't know. You're right. That definitely sounds like somebody wants to play.
I was going to say these are good quotes, no?
Yeah. They're not even bad quotes. They're not bad quotes at all. But why are you talking? He's always talking, Cal. Is there not just way too many interviews from Trent recently?
He's a vice captain, Drift.
Bro, we used to tell Pep to shut his mouth, bro. Klopp's the manager. I want to hear from Virgil. I don't want to hear from Trent, bro.
Oh, we're going to speak about Pep Linders. We are going, because I need some apologies from certain people in the chat. So we're going to speak about Pep Linders.
I'm just sick of Trent doing interviews and talking, and I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, Cal. Aren't you annoyed in general now at this saga? Like, it's long now, bro.
Yeah,
It's so
I mean,
drawn out.
annoyed
It's
with,
so like
I'm annoyed with all the sagas relating to all the contracts. It's a farce, really, and we've been really nonchalant and poor with this over the last couple of years. It's come back to bite us now with our three most influential players
do you want
alongside
to know what?
Alisson.
I'm not even being shady towards Mo here either, because I don't want to go back down that road. Mo's Mo in it, like Mo's the GOAT. Even though I do agree that maybe he could have kept a little bit of this to himself, but at the same time, it was nice to know what the truth was. So I'm not angry at him, but the captain is leading by the example. Virgil van Dijk ain't saying shit. He's doing his thing. And whenever he has spoken, it's been very brief and it hasn't left like, you know, any kind of weirdness or a bad taste in the mouth or hasn't been up to interpretation or anything like that. And I'm just asking everybody to just follow the captain's example and just stop talking and stop. And do you know what I mean? Like, just do what Virg is doing. Just do what Virg is doing. Why are we not seeing Virgil constantly having quotes about his contract and talking to media and stopping with the press and just follow what Virgil's doing? Because he's in the exact same situation as the others, but he's just handling it better, in my opinion.
Hendo did speak about it, though, Drift, towards the end of his tenure, and it didn't go very well.
Hendo?
Yeah.
I can't even remember the Hendo stuff now. That was a little while
Definitely
ago.
did.
But I mean, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Hendo was an exemplary captain, but then right at the end, he did turn into a little bit of a bitch, didn't he? Like, let's be honest.
Bro, someone clipped that. That's history right there on Kop-Ish.
He did a little bit. We have to be honest. He did a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. I don't have an issue with Trent talking. I just need to see movement, man. I need to see movement. Like, how many times are me, you, and Matt gonna speak about these topics on a Monday show, on a morning show, on a Kopish catch up? It just needs to happen now. If they don't see Trent's worth, then January obviously we have to sell. However, 25 mil, Drift. I know one of your famous phrases is "Don't cut your nose off to spite your face." A real old school Caribbean phrase. But is there much difference in losing Trent for free and losing him for 25 mil? Because at 25 mil, you're not really going to get a replacement for him. That's, in my opinion, adequate. And are you just trying to save face because he didn't, quote unquote, leave on a free?
The only way I would cash in on Trent, bro, would be because I don't want him to be here when he doesn't want to be here. Yeah. That's the only reason why I would be okay with it, because it seems like he doesn't want to. If he doesn't want to be here, then he can go, because I don't want anybody here, and I'm sure a lot of you lot would agree. We don't want anybody here who doesn't want to be here. We're trying to win things. We're trying to win the league. We're trying to win the Champions League. We're trying to win a cup, a domestic cup. We're trying to win things. We're trying to be successful. It's the first year with Slot. Slot doesn't really need all of these distractions. These distractions are actually the worst thing that could be kind of happening right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're a new manager, you don't really want this stuff going on when you're trying to, you know, stamp your authority. So I would let Trent go so he doesn't become a problem. Because I don't think the money, when it's that small, is important, if I'm being totally honest with you. Like, when we say we don't want Trent to go for free, we're talking about because we want to get the value of what he's worth. 20 mil for Trent isn't even close to the value. So it wouldn't even be about the money. I don't think the money would matter when it's that small. It would be more about, does he want to be here or not? And why would you want somebody around who's going to leave? So I don't know about you guys, but let's say Trent announced that he was going to Real Madrid at the end of the season in January, right? So there was still time to sell him, but we didn't. He just signed a pre-contract with Madrid. And it became public knowledge somehow, and we knew he was leaving. I don't want February, March, April, May to have a player we know has got his mind somewhere else. Because if you're gonna, if you sign for a new team, that means that you're leaving. It means that you're leaving. So if you know that you're leaving, sorry, your mind is somewhere else. I don't think it's really possible to know you're going somewhere else and to fully concentrate. We've all been in this type of situation in one way or another in our real lives, right? Football's a little bit different, but we've all had a job and we know we're moving to another job, but we've handed in our 2 weeks notice or whatever the case may be. Even to put it on a simpler term, do you remember at school, the last week before you broke up for the summer holidays, nobody cared about work anymore. The teachers used to just get to the point where they just put on films and stuff because you've done all your coursework at that point or whatnot, and you're just faffing about now at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's summer holidays, it's the end of the year, like nobody cares as much. So there's no real effort that goes in. And that's how I would feel Trent would be treating the rest of the season to a degree. Maybe, yeah, he would put effort in and maybe he would surprise us and because he would want to leave on a high, and what, etc., etc. But when deep down, you know, next season has absolutely nothing to do with where you currently are, how much effort are you really going to be putting in? And then on top of that, it's not even just about the effort. Do we want him around? Because you're a traitor, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be people that are saying that I'm being too harsh when I say that. I think he's a traitor if he goes. I know a lot of people think, nah, he should be allowed to, fair play to him, etc., etc. But that's just how I feel. I'm a very loyal person. Yeah. So I like loyal people. And I'm not saying that you can't want to leave, but I'm still entitled to feel the way I feel about your decision. You're fully entitled to your decision, but I'm also fully entitled to my opinion on your decision. And my opinion on your decision, if you say, nah, I don't want to be at Liverpool anymore, I want to go, you're an enemy now. You're a traitor. You're going to play for the team that's caused us the most pain in the time that you've been a footballer at this club, which means that you hold no malice towards them. So how much were you really on our side? Real Madrid have been the ones who've taken away Champions Leagues for us 2, 3, 4 times, I think. I think we've gone out to Real Madrid 4 times, 2 finals and 2 round of 16 or quarterfinals. So Real Madrid have caused us the most pain in the Champions League without a shadow of a doubt. And now you want to go and play for them? No. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You're supposed to have a way. You're supposed to feel a way about them the way we do. I know it's different when you play to when you're a fan, but for you to want to go there, for me, you're a traitor. So I don't even want you here. I really don't want you here anymore. And I don't know if anybody feels differently. I don't want you here anymore. I don't want you here anymore. If you want to go, then it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah, for me personally, that would be the only reason why I would sell Trent in January. It wouldn't be because of the money, because I don't think the money would be anywhere near what its value is. So what difference does it really make? For me, it would be, it would just be based on not wanting him around. It really would. So, and even like Mr. Sinclair, I could see you saying, so get underpaid or you're a traitor. Bro, Trent isn't underpaid. Come on, bro. How is Trent underpaid? Like, let me have a look at how much Trent Alexander earns right now. Let's have a look. Come on, man. Come on, Mr. Sinclair, man. Trent's on 180 grand a week. Trent is on 180 grand a week. I'm sorry, that's not underpaid. Could he be paid more? Of course. He's a supreme footballer. But at the time when he signed that contract, that was 100% market value. Remember, he's still under the same contract he signed at the time when he was 100% market value. When you put into perspective of the wage structure we have in our club, I think he's in the top 5 earners at the club. He's not underpaid. He's a right back. I know he set the trend. I know he's a different type of right back. I know he isn't your ordinary right back. He's a superstar right back. I hear that. But at the same time, he's still just a right back. So 180 grand isn't, and clearly Liverpool aren't going to be offering him less. So if we offer him a contract, it's not going to be less than what he's being paid now. So nah, he's not being underpaid. There's no way. Could he be paid more? Yeah. He's not underpaid. If Trent was sitting on like 110 grand a week, then I'll say, yeah, he's underpaid. He's on 180 grand a week. He's not underpaid. I'm sorry, he's a right back. I know he's special. I know he's special. So I'm not trying to be contradictory in what I'm saying. But he's still a right back. He's still a right back. In fact, let me just quickly check while Cal's away what the average wage of a right back is in the league. Bear with me, people. Let me see if I can actually find this. Let me see if I can find this.
Drift, I caught your last bit where you said he's just a right back. Is that not unfair though? Because how many times have we said on here he's transcended the position? He is our most creative player, effectively. He is a set piece taker. That's not the only position he can play in the team. I'm not going to mention the M word. Is it a bit disrespectful to just say he's just a right back at this point?
When we're talking about wages, I don't think it is, because I think you do have to.
Does that mean we're picking and choosing then?
No, because I do believe that even though to a degree there are certain situations where I understand why things change, the landscape of football kind of has always been what it is. So it might not be fair, but life ain't fair, bro. There's double standards in life everywhere you go. Goalkeepers will never be, generally speaking, the highest earner in the team. They could be the best player in the team. There's an argument Alisson is our best player, but he's never going to be the highest paid. Because that's just how it goes. Goalkeepers don't earn that much money.
But he can only play in goal, though.
No, but so what I'm saying is, like, I can't actually. I don't know if you can figure out what the best way to Google would be to find out all the right backs in the like Europe, for example, and what their wages are, because I can't really find anything on it. But I would suggest that Trent is definitely at the top end of wages in the Premier League for right backs. I doubt there's very many right backs. I bet Kyle Walker and Reece James are the only right backs that earn more than Trent. I'm making an assumption, but that's an educated guess. I reckon they're the only two right backs in the league that make more than Trent. And that's currently based on the deal he signed 4 or 5 years ago, bro. His new deal is going to be more than that. If Liverpool offer him a new deal, it's going to be more than what he was earning before. Do you know what I mean? He'll surely be going into over the 200 bracket.
All right, so it's saying on this website I'm on called Capology, which doesn't lead you to believe this website. Hakimi's on 280k per week. That's euros though. So in English pounds, 230.
230. He does play for PSG though, who throw money around. Is there any other examples of any high?
All right, so you've got Reece James.
Everybody said Reece James is being overpaid. Remember that. Everybody said Reece James is overpaid. He's on 250, Reece James.
One sec. See if I can find Reece.
I'll be very surprised.
All right, so I don't know if you caught the morning show, but I compared it to the quote-unquote the star boys of each team. Trent has always been our star boy, right? From the moment he broke through, he's the one we see as a generational talent. He's the one that broke through the academy and went, he's the guy. He's our star boy. He's our new Gerrard. We've called him.
Oh, I don't know about that, but he's definitely a star boy.
I mean, people have compared him to Gerrard. I'm not saying in terms of ability, but saying he's our next Gerrard in terms of the one club man per se, and come through the academy and done brilliant in the first team. Saka is Arsenal's star boy.
Yeah.
Saka hasn't achieved anything of what Trent has. And I'll be real with you, Drift. You know how high I rate Saka. Saka's on 195 a week, it looks like.
Saka's also a left winger. A right winger, sorry.
But was he achieved in comparison to Trent?
No, but I don't. We're just talking about like
you,
the standard.
According to this article, it's
your
saying
position.
Saka's on 300k a week.
Yeah, but I think it's very difficult.
Inclusive of bonuses. But flat wage is about 200k a week.
I think it's very dangerous to compare wingers and right backs in wages because it's not comparable in the world we live in. It's a double standard, but it is what it is. Attackers get paid more than defenders. It's always been that way, and it probably always will be that way. There'll be a few examples that will break the rules, but they are the outliers. Generally speaking, attackers earn more money than defenders. The point I'm making is Trent could be paid more. I'm not arguing that, but he's not underpaid. Mr. Sinclair said he's underpaid. He's not underpaid. So 180 grand a week is not underpaid.
I think it is for the player he is.
Nah, I don't. When he signed that contract 5 years ago, he was 20 years old.
He didn't sign a contract 5 years ago.
He signed a 5-year deal, didn't he? Oh, even if it was a 4-year deal, that he would have been 21. He was 20 or 21 when he signed that deal. Bro, at 21 years old, 180 grand was definitely a good contract. Because he's 25 now. So that contract would have been 4 or 5 years. So he would have been 20 or 21 when he signed that deal. That is without a doubt a brilliant contract at that age. There's no way anybody could tell me Trent was underpaid. Should he be earning more now? Yes. But he hasn't been underpaid. 180. Plus, you've got to think about how much that is in our squad, Cal. There's not many people in our team who earn more than 180.
But we keep on saying our squad. We've
but that's what we have to compare it to, bro, because we have to talk about our own. Forget about everyone else for a second.
No, we can't forget about everyone else. We can't forget about everyone else, though, Drift, because everyone else is involved in the situation. Because if Trent's available on a free,
if you're watching face,
it's not if you're watching face. It's market value, bro. It's market value. We can't just ignore what's going on outside the club. It's not like we're not one. We can't, on one hand, go we're one of the biggest revenue earners and we're one of the biggest clubs in the world and we're this, we're that, we're big bad Liverpool, and then turn around and go, oh, we can't watch face when it comes to contracts though, and when it comes to prices and fees. But how many times, Drift, do you say? No, but Drift, how many? So why do you sit there and go, why Liverpool act in a certain way? Why don't we go and buy both players? Why don't we do this? Other clubs do it. Why don't we?
Because that's different. That's when you can think about stuff like the income you make and whatever. But when you're talking about the structure, the wages, we have to be realistic. The clubs we're comparing with are the clubs who have no sense. Like anybody who's earning more.
You signed a deal at 22. Sorry to cut you, Drift. You signed it at 22 years old.
Even at 22, 180 grand at 22 years old was definitely good enough. That was definitely good enough at that age. No, I'm not saying he didn't earn it. I'm just saying he's not underpaid. And we're comparing him with people who play for Real Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, Man City. These lot do dumb shit with their wages, bro.
Oh, we're also in that bracket because we're one of the biggest revenue earners.
Oh, we're not done with our wages. There's a reason why a lot of those clubs are trying to restructure their wages because it's not sustainable to do that.
But I don't think we're asking to be done with our wages. We're saying let's push the boat out for maybe four players in the squad. Virgil,
yeah, but I think giving Trent 250 would be put. That is pushing a boat out to give him 250, and I think that would definitely be what he's worth. Trent isn't worth more than 250 a week. He's not. He's still a right back.
But are you only saying this because he's a right back?
Yes, it's just how it goes, bro. He ain't Mo Salah. He's not. Like, I don't think Trent deserves to be paid more than Virgil.
So do you think David De Gea was overpaid when he was at Man United?
Oh, massively, bruv. Massively overpaid.
David De Gea was the reason Man United probably didn't get relegated, and he was a goalkeeper, Drift.
Yeah, but he's still 350 for a goalkeeper a week was outrageous.
Why is it outrageous if he's one of the best players in the team?
It is, bro. Because historically, goalkeepers don't get that type of money.
But we keep on saying historically, Buffon was like goalkeepers historically didn't cost 60 odd million. Alisson did. Buffon was outliers. And that's what I'm saying. So if there's outliers, then shouldn't outliers get paid?
250 a week does make Trent an outlier.
I don't think it does.
That's a very high wage for a right back, bro.
Yeah, but it's not an outlier wage.
Yeah, for a
We've just-
right back it is.
I think we've just established Hakimi's on that. Reece James is on that. Walker's probably
Chelsea
on
and
that.
PSG throw money around like idiots.
No, no, admittedly they do. But if we're saying he's someone who is an outlier, then shouldn't he be treated as such?
So how much do you think he should get? How much do you think Trent should get?
Honestly, I'm good with Trent getting up anything up to 300.
Bro, if he's getting paid 300 grand a week, I'll go to Anfield and thump him in his face myself if he drops
For
them
what
type
reason?
of performances he did the other day.
No,
No, because
all right,
Trent does a lot of this lazy, can't be asked bullshit.
Okay, so now
Can we have a player on 300 grand a week playing like that?
Okay, so here's the thing now. So when I call out Trent for being lazy and defending and all this, I get told I'm being negative and all that. And then all of a sudden, no, wait. Now we're speaking about contract. Now we speak about contract. Everyone's now speaking about saying, "Oh, he's this, he's that, and the other." I kind of don't get which is it.
No, Carl, a lot of people agree with you about his laziness.
No,
you don't get pushback on that. You don't, bro.
Have a look at the comment section, bro.
Not much. Most people agree with that.
Bro, I get a lot of pushback when I speak about Trent.
Most people agree with that.
They really don't, bro.
I don't see much pushback when we talk about his laziness or his lack of desire, should I say. Lazy might be a bit harsh, but his lack of desire. I don't really see much pushback, bro. We watched videos of him in the Merseyside derby last season, and we're like, how can the vice captain be acting like this?
No,
bro, if he's on 300k a week, bro, he can't be doing none of that, bro. He can't be doing none of that. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, he's got to be putting in that.
I don't know. Me personally, I just find it very narrow-minded that us as a fan base are saying because he plays a certain position in the team, he shouldn't get a certain amount of money. So let me ask you guys a question. What should Virgil get then?
I think Virgil should be on 300 grand.
So why not Trent then?
Because I don't think Trent is, and when I say this, people take into context what I'm saying. Trent isn't as important to Liverpool as Virgil is.
He has been over the years, though.
No,
he definitely has been, Drew. Of course,
he's one of our most important players, but he's never been more important than Virgil.
I never said he's been more important. I said he's been just as important as Virgil.
No, I will say Virgil and Salah and Alisson are the three that have been unquestionably the most important players. And then Trent goes into the category with the others who are all brilliant, but they're just below those three. Those are the three who, for me, are. So you think Trent has been as important as Virgil, Alisson, and Salah?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
I absolutely do.
There isn't a gulf between the importance, but he hasn't been as important as those three. He hasn't.
He absolutely has been, bro. Like
I don't think.
Well, you think about the moments he's coming to the team, bro. He's broken assist records for a defender. Corner taken quickly was Trent. The Leicester City game where we pretty much sealed the league was Trent. Like,
but Cal, I think you're misconceiving what I'm saying because
hear me out real quick, Drift. I hear what you're saying in terms of Virgil is the guy in it. Don't get me wrong, he's the guy. But if I'm going to use everyone's argument against everyone else, Virgil's just a centre back. Then
no,
Virgil's just a centre back.
Because you're taking moments which are completely true.
But it's not just moments, bro. Because if he's broken the assist record for a defender, that can't just be a moment. That's consistency over years. Because you can't just break that in one season or in a purple patch.
Sorry, I don't mean moments. I don't mean moments like that. What I mean is you're taking moments of brilliance when you're thinking about what I'm saying in terms of importance. When I'm talking about importance, bro, I'm talking about if he wasn't here, how would we cope? Yes. It would be horrible for Trent to not be here. But, bro, there is absolutely no question he's not as valuable if he's not here as Virgil, Salah, and Alisson.
So
if those players are missing, you can't get over it. You can get over Trent. There's people who've actually said, yo, now we've got Bradley. How important even is Trent? Now, I'm not saying I agree with that, but you don't miss Trent as much.
So you think from 2017 up to today, we would have won all those things if you just swap out Trent for another
because he's been vitally important. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. But there's absolutely no... Like, all right, for example, the year we're defending our title, yeah, and Virgil does his ACL, God, I hate even saying this out loud. It sounds horrible. Trent does his ACL, Virgil don't. We might still win the league.
We don't,
bro.
We don't,
Bro,
Drift.
Virgil
not...
is definitely more important to defending the title than Trent.
Bruv, I'd say they're kind of equal. And the reason I say that is because if you Virgil came out of the team, we all saw how they imploded. But again, let's give the overall picture. Matip was also out, and so was Joe Gomez as well.
Of course, yeah.
If Trent's out, it's Nico Williams or no one else. Let's be real. Nico Williams ain't gonna give you nothing close to what Trent gives you. Nothing close.
No, because technically we bought Kabak and things, so maybe we buy a right back or we loan a right back.
Okay, and who would we loan that's gonna be close to the level? Even if
I don't know. All I know is I don't know, but Virgil still being here, bro, it doesn't get anywhere near as bad as
we would not have retained the we would not have retained the league without Trent. If Trent done his ACL, we would have not retained the league.
No, I'm
Virgil
not saying it's a guarantee. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. We'd have got closer. We'd have got closer, bro. There's no doubt in my mind. If it's the other way around, we get closer.
We'd have got closer.
We don't look as vulnerable.
But again,
we don't look as vulnerable, bro. We don't.
But again, are we not looking at the? All right, so with that though, we're not kind of changing the narrative.
No, but this is what I'm saying when I say importance. I'm saying the importance is how much you miss that person.
No, but Drift, we've said it on the hair a few times. Even if we just had Matip or Gomez for that season, we might have been better because Fabinho and Henderson wouldn't have had to play as many games at centre back, so you'd have had more solidity in midfield. So
of course,
losing Trent, who at that time was easily our most creative player, who's creating chances?
Well, we still have Robertson being massively created at that stage of the Liverpool process.
No, you're right, but he still wasn't as creative as Trent.
And then that's when you just hope that your Salahs and people like that up their creativity. But Virgil is 100% more important than Trent.
No, I'd agree today he is. But overall,
no, I think he's been more important the entire time we've been doing this, bro. The entire time we've been doing this, Virgil's been more important than Trent. I think Trent has maybe had more responsibility put on his shoulders.
But that's what I was going to say, bro. You've been saying it.
Point of view.
You've been the one pushing that narrative the most.
Yeah. Facts. He's definitely had more responsibility.
If he's got the most responsibility, surely that makes him one of the most, if not.
I've seen the team without Trent and I've seen a team without Virgil, and the difference is stark.
We've not seen the team. No, we haven't seen a team without Trent for a sustained period.
We have. He was missing for 2.5 months last season, Cal.
Bro, 2.5 months in comparison to like 9 months is a big difference.
No, but 2.5 months is still a long time.
Not in comparison to 9 months, bro.
No. But it was a long enough period to know what it was like without him. And we did fine. And I'm not being disrespectful to Trent. I'm just trying to use examples we have. We stayed in the title race. Bradley came in. Bradley was brilliant. And we were all right. We were happy to see Trent back. Of course we were. But we were all right, bro, when Trent was gone. But anytime Virgil's been missing, immediately we noticed the difference, bro. It's like night and day, bro, in our team without Virgil.
I feel as though there's a lot because of how people feel about Trent at the moment. I feel people are really sleeping on the effect that he's had on Liverpool Football Club.
No, I don't think anybody's downplaying it.
Not just that as well, Drift. If we're going to look at his upside. In the same way people are saying, yeah, Virgil can get 300k, but Trent can't. Who's to say Virgil's closer to a decline than Trent, effectively, if we're going to do the age thing? So wouldn't it make more sense to give Trent that sort of money as opposed to Virgil?
I just don't think Trent should be paid more than Virgil. So if Virgil's on 220...
No, but I think Virgil should be on Salah money. I think Virgil, Ali, and Trent should all be on. I think Salah probably go. If it was up to me, I've got Salah on 400k, and I've got Virgil, Ali, and Trent on 300 to 350. For me, there are 4 most important players up until this season. Gravenberch is in that conversation now for obvious reasons. Ibu as well. But over the last 6-7 years, those have been the main 4. It's been Trent, Ali, Virgil, and Salah. For me, those should have been the highest paid players. Salah should be, for me, the outright highest, then Virgil, and then Ali and Trent. For me personally, if I'm giving Ali a new contract, I'm hitting him with 300k as well. Everyone can sit there and go, he's just a goalkeeper. But name me a better goalkeeper than Alisson.
No, I hear where you're coming from.
So this
I
is
just
why
don't. I'm just looking at the
I
structure.
kind of don't get the arguments.
No,
anymore.
but Cal, we're not looking at ideal worlds. We're looking at our team structure, and in our team structure, we don't pay those type of wages for whatever reason, whether it annoys us or not. We don't.
So
And
do we
I
not
don't
have to
believe
start
within our
shifting
structure,
the
Trent
narrative
should
and
be
moving
paid
it
more
then?
than Virgil.
So do we not have to start shifting the narrative and moving it to the regime and being like, how are we not moving ahead with the times? How are we not moving forward?
No, to a degree, I agree.
Rather than turning around and saying to the players, no, you have to stick within these restraints. You have to stick within this. Like, surely we should be looking at the club going, nah. And again, Yafu, bro, with all due respect, I said 4 players on 300k. 4 players. I don't think that's unrealistic. And again, I keep on saying this. We are Liverpool Football Club, one of the highest earning clubs in the world. And when I mention 4 players being on 300k a week, it sends the whole chat into distribute. Like, guys, when are we going to start waking up and treating ourselves like a big club? On a real, guys, why do we have such a small mentality when it comes to our football club? Why
Because
do
we know who our owners are.
Shall I be real with you? Any other club in the league, if they have Trent, Virgil, Ali, or Salah, we're not even having these conversations about how much money they get. How much do you think De Bruyne gets?
Yeah, but
how much was De Gea getting
in club, bro? Like, it's
all right,
it's
fine. How much was De
compare
Gea
us, bro.
getting? How much was Sancho getting when he just signed for Man United?
But Man United are dickheads with their wages, Cal. We know
no,
this.
but Drift, this is my point. No, Drift. They're moving ahead with
wages.
No, Drift. They're moving with the times. There's a thing called inflation.
No, bro. They're a shit club who have to pay high wages to get players to come to their team.
We've got to move with the times, bro. Or else we're going to be sitting there all the time going, oh, well, you know, back then, certain man weren't getting paid. Certain, no, like, when are we going to stop this? We're not a small club.
No, I hear you, but all right, I hear what you're saying, and like, I'm not fully in disagreement. But the structure that we have under the ownership we have is what we're talking about to be more realistic. Yes, maybe we could pay more, but you know what? You do go down a slippery slope then, bro. Because if you do that, then anytime you're going to buy a player, that player goes, well, I ain't signing for you unless I'm making close to them lot, because I want to be one of your highest earners. And if your highest earners are earning that much wages, you start going down a very slippery slope, bro. You might get people you don't sign because Kvaratskhelia, for example, let's say we did go in for him. If he looks at Trent as a right back on 400 grand, he might go, I ain't coming to you for less than 3.
I'm not saying for 300 grand, I said.
Even 300, then Kvaratskhelia might be like, I want 300 then.
Well,
I'm going to be your star signing. I'm a left winger. Bro, you can't be giving Kvaratskhelia 300 grand a week.
Yeah, but then the argument's easy. You turn around and you go, well, Kvaratskhelia, Trent's been here for 7 years, been doing it for 7 years.
That's why Kvaratskhelia might go, all right, see you later, bye-bye. And then go somewhere else, bro.
No, if that's the case, then we say goodbye then, innit?
We might not get nobody that we need then.
Then, Drift, we've got to take that risk. But if we're going to just continuously downplay what our players have done for us and then turn around and go, yeah, well, them lot are overpaying and we're not going to do that. We're only going to stick to this limit. Then this is probably why we're in the situation we're in now. But we're probably in this situation with Salah and Virgil right now because of the situation right now.
All right, let me ask you this year. And again, I'm not even saying I don't care where you're coming from. I'm just trying to.
We're the only fan base, bruv, who bring out spreadsheets and big up Mo Chatra, bruv. We love Mo.
Just that,
bro. We love Mo Chatra, but bro, I don't know any other fan base who's got a Mo Chatra in their fan base. Mo has to break down accounts for us as fans.
No, I know.
Do you know how crazy that is?
No, but look at this.
Sorry, again to cut you, Drift. We debunked the whole wage thing the other was it last week or the week before? But we've been fed this narrative. We've got the highest wage bill. And no, we haven't. We've just got everyone on the wage bill. So it looks higher, bro. Why are we not calling the club out rather than we always direct it at the players? Call the club out. It's the club.
I hear where you're coming from. I do hear where you're coming from. But I
I
can't help.
want elite mentality players at the club, bro. So they're going to demand elite mentality wages.
But look around, Cal, look around the league though as an example. How many of those clubs who think it's okay to give those wages at the time are desperate a year later to get that bread off their wage bill because they can't afford it anymore? They've realized it's a mistake. Bro, it happens all the time.
And how many of those players have been as transcendent or as good as the 4 players I've mentioned? I'm not mentioning Ibu in this. I'm not mentioning Gravenberch. I'm not mentioning Robbo. I'm not mentioning bloody McAllister. I've mentioned 4 players who we can all agree would have walked into every single team in the league, would have
No, I hear
taken
that.
every single team in the
I
league
hear
to the
that.
next level.
I
4
hear that.
players, bro.
I hear that. But you still you still have to consider the structure of the wages within the team. So even though what you're saying is true that they are better than these players, you still watch those clubs and think, forgetting about who the player is, those teams always seem very desperate to change things, not far down the line when they realize this ain't sustainable, having these men on these dirty wages. It's not sustainable, bro. Chelsea and Arsenal and these teams, it's like, look at Arsenal, for example, with Havertz. They wanted him in the door. They did what it took to get him in the door. He's on 290 a week. Bro, he's probably the reason they can't sign a striker now, because they pay 65 mil for him. He's on 290 a week. They can't replace him, bro. They can't, bro. What are they going to do? Put a 290 player on the bench? It's too much. They can't do anything.
How much? And subjectively, how much revenue in comparison to us do they bring in?
I don't think there's that much difference between
There is a
Arsenal and
big
Liverpool.
difference, bro. We are one of the highest in the world.
No, but
bro.
so are they now.
Not compared to us, they're not.
Bro, I swear I saw a spreadsheet the other day and it said there ain't much difference between us and them
There's
now.
a difference, bro. We're higher than Arsenal, bro. So if Arsenal can pay higher salaries than we can, and we're making more money as a club, and we've been more successful.
No, but it's crippling them. They did it, but now they're fucked.
Are they though?
Yeah.
Says
they
who?
are, bro.
Says who?
Bro,
Bro?
they got Jesus on 250, Havertz on 290. That's why they can't buy anybody. That's why they had to loan Reina.
They did more business than us in the summer.
Yeah,
but
but
let's not forget, Drift.
Expensive buys. Moreno
Drift,
was what, 30 mil?
Hold on, Drift. Let's not forget, we lost Matip and Thiago, Carvalho, Seth Vandenberg, Bashetic.
Arsenal sold a lot of players as well, you know.
Bro, we signed one.
No, but what I'm saying is that Arsenal had to balance their books, bro. They sold Nketiah. They sold Emil Smith Rowe. They sold that, but they got rid of players as well, you know.
And when was the last time they sold, bro? Every year we're selling and balancing books, bro. Wages we're balancing all the time.
Arsenal have got to a point now where they're like, oh shit, we can't keep this up anymore.
All right, check it. When we lost Naby, Flacco, Hendo, Ox, I can't remember who the other midfielder was. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. But we lost another midfielder as well. No, it wasn't Thiago.
Hendo, Flacco, Ox, Naby.
There was one more. Milner.
Yeah.
We lost 5. So yeah, we splashed the money because we had to replace them. But wages for the new, like for Endo, Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, the wages ain't close to what we lost. Wages wise, we're good. Wages wise, we're fine. Some are just gone. Wages trimmed down again. Matip and Thiago gone. Plus all the other players we sold. We brought in one player, bro. We are fine for wages. Absolutely
I'm not saying we're not. I'm not saying
why
we're
are we
not.
acting like we're broke, bro? We're not broke.
No. You just have to consider the precedent you're setting. If you start getting these man on, all of them are on big wages, you might just create a problem for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
And I hear that, Drift, and you're right. But the flip side of that is, you could turn around and go, okay, well, players are not going to come to Liverpool. They're going to go, well, they're not going to pay us wages that we feel we deserve. So we'll go somewhere else then.
And you know, Real Madrid ain't going to be giving Trent 300 grand a week.
But the signing on fee Trent will get is irrelevant what he gets, bro. Let's be real.
Well,
he'll more than make up the money.
That says more about him than anything.
Not really. That's what happens in all free transfers.
I mean, if that's what he wants.
Not necessarily. Well, we don't know yet. But in the same way you use the Kvaratskhelia argument, Drifter, but saying, look, Trent's on 300k, am I going to get that? But the argument could be Kvaratskhelia comes and goes, I want 200k, and they go, well, Virgil's on 220, so you're not getting close to that. The most we'll put you on is 120. And he goes, 120, Kvaratskhelia, see you later. So the same thing kind of applies, bro.
No, because I think the club would pay him 200 or like close to
Kvaratskhelia, absolutely not.
No, I think they would.
Absolutely not.
He'd probably get about 180, 190, I reckon.
Absolutely not.
No, they would, especially if they're willing to fork out like 60, 70, 80 mil or whatever it would cost.
We are not giving Kvaratskhelia 200k a week.
Why wouldn't we?
Because But if we've just sat here and gone, Virgil's on 220.
But he would be seen as a star purchase. So a star purchase would probably be given star money. We gave Thiago 200 grand a week.
Bruv, Thiago conquered everything in football and is seen as one of the best centre midfielders in the world.
No, I know, but Kvaratskhelia is one of the hottest talents in Europe, so it would go in a similar bracket, right?
Hottest talents and being what Thiago was are two different things, bro.
No, but bro, if you're going to pay that much money for a star player, then there are probably a level of star wages that you would be willing to dish out that come with that.
If look, I'd be over the moon if we did.
You think we'd only give him 120?
I think
we gave Gakpo 140.
That I think 150 is the most we'd go to.
I reckon Kvaratskhelia would get 180, 190.
150, I think.
I'd be very surprised.
180 would be the absolute maximum. But I reckon
if you're willing, won't we offering Caicedo 200 grand a week?
I doubt it.
I'm sure that's what it was. And then they said that Chelsea went up to like 250 or something, and we couldn't match it. I'm sure they said we offered him 200 grand a week.
180 is the absolute maximum I've seen him getting. And let's be real, if he goes to Arsenal, if you go to Man United, if you went to Chelsea, if you went to Man City, he's sitting on
150. If Kiesa's on 150, I think we give Kvaratskhelia 180.
How much did we pay for Chiesa?
No, but bro, it's still about the quality of the player, of what wage he's on.
Well, we're dealing with FSG.
150 for Chiesa. That's a lot, you know.
But we're dealing with FSG here. They spent 10 million on the guy, bro. 150 is nothing now.
No, but it's still part of the wage structure, though.
Apparently he's on 120 and not 150 either.
It's still part of the wage structure. Look, I'm just trying to give you guys
on 120.
I'm trying to give you guys the non-biased opinion.
By the way, sorry, when was the last time we signed a player and they came in on 200k apart from Thiago?
No, I think Thiago is the only one.
The only one.
But Kvaratskhelia will be seen as that star signing, though.
Bro,
like there's certain players that you would sign that over a certain level.
We're not putting Kvaratskhelia on 200, but I'd love us to, Drew. But as I said, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Arsenal, dare I say even Tottenham. If Kvaratskhelia went to their clubs, he's sitting on around 250 starting.
Some of those clubs end up regretting it.
They might do, but they might end up looking at it and going, what a bloody good deal.
Chelsea let Sterling go to Arsenal just to reduce 100 grand a week because of how much they realized it was.
No, you're right. But they also put Cole Palmer on over about 100k when they first got him or something like that. And look now, we would never.
I don't know how much he gets paid. I don't even know.
I'm just saying, I get you where you're coming from, but I think it's crazy how we're sitting here and just. I don't know. I remember
this conversation has gone into looking at other clubs. I was talking about our club, and within our club, if Virgil's on 220, Virgil should be paid more than Trent.
No, I agree. I agree.
If not the very same, that Trent shouldn't be on more money than Virgil.
I agree, but I'm saying if Trent's asking for more than what Virgil's on, I think that's the issue. That Virgil's on too low of a salary, not that Trent has to sit there and go, oh, well, you know, Virgil's not going to go over a certain amount. That means I can't. That's why not? Why should he have to sit there and think like that? Why don't we as a club?
I'm not saying that never here nor there. I get.
Now let's be real, dude. Why don't we as a club sit there and go, well, you know, Virgil and Salah have done a madness for us over the years. Virgil's on what, 220? He's the best centre back in the world. Some people call him the greatest centre back of all time. Some people call him the greatest centre back of all time.
I do. He is.
Shouldn't we just not just you, bro? That wasn't a dig at you, bro. Bare people have. That's not just you. A lot of people have. So we're sitting there going, okay, so if we say he's the best centre back in the world now, he's been the best centre back since 2018. He's one of the best centre backs of all time. Without him, the team kind of crumbles. Then I say, oh, it should be on 300k, and the club goes, whoa, got wage structures, bruv. What is it? Which is it? Which do you want? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
No, I believe you should be on 300, 100%.
You can't have your cake 100%. And eat it too.
Maybe it just doesn't sit well with me. Even though you're right, Virgil should be on more. It just doesn't sit right with me. Trent being paid more than Virgil.
No, it doesn't sit right with me either. Hence why I'm saying boost up Virgil's then.
No, yeah, and that obviously becomes a conversation. But then it does also put into consideration, maybe it just makes him a great man. I don't know. But why is Virgil not being bothered about his wage and Trent is? And again, everyone is different, but like, do you get what I mean? Like, it starts to make me think, well, if Virgil's okay with that wage, what is it about Trent that makes him think that he should get more? Is it he's not as humble? Is it, I don't know. Like, what is it? I don't know. It's just,
Well, maybe he just knows his
it starts
worth.
to open up a few questions in that regard. You see what I'm
I
saying?
don't think so. Maybe he just knows or thinks he has a worth that he wants to stick to. I don't have an issue with that.
You know what? At the end of the day, I know we just spoke for like 45 minutes about Trent's wages. I don't even think it's wages. I just think if he leaves, it would just be because he wants to play for Madrid. I don't even think it would be about wages, you know.
I think there's a few things. I think he's waiting to see what happens with Virgil and Salah. I genuinely do. And I think he wants almost some, not necessarily guarantees, because nothing in football is guaranteed. I think he wants some assurances about the future of the club. And I don't blame him for that. He's 25. He's about to sign one of his biggest contracts if he stays at the club. A contract that's going to take him through to his peak years. I think he wants to know that the club are going to be ambitious enough to try and compete on a regular basis and not just rely on the sort of injuries and luck of injuries and all these things. Because let's be honest,
I do ask you the same question I said the other day, though. What makes Trent better than Virgil and Salah, that they're fine with where the club's going, but he seems to think he needs to know where the club's going?
Virgil and Salah ain't got as long at the club as he has. I don't see Virgil and Salah here in 5 years' time.
No, but that makes it worse, bro, because they're using the last years of their career. So it's almost more difficult for them.
Who's to say that isn't a point of contention? I mean, Virgil's come out and said it publicly that we need fresh legs and we need to sign players and all that. Virgil said that publicly. So why is it different?
But Virgil and Salah publicly have pretty much said, this is the only place I want to be. They ain't been flirting with other clubs.
Yeah, but we don't, again, the whole flirting thing, there's no evidence to suggest he's flirted. There's actually none. There's none. There isn't.
We won't go down that road.
No, but there's no factual evidence. We can, kind of pick at narrations and things like that, but there's no actual factual evidence to say Trent is flirting with Real Madrid.
Depends how you interpret it.
So name me one.
Hanging out with them.
Brother, Virgil van Dijk and De Bruyne hang out.
But
they go on holiday together. They go on holiday.
But there's no
together.
rumors about Virgil going to Man City, though.
So? Still doesn't mean...
So that's just bridges hanging out.
Because there's rumors, he can't hang out with friends. That's what we're saying.
No, I'm just saying it don't look good. It just don't look good. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't look good. If he does go to Real Madrid, how will you feel about when he signed that shirt? Or how will you feel about when he was hanging out with them? If he does actually go, you won't think it looked like it was all part of the plan.
No. And you know what? I'll switch the question. How will everyone feel if he does sign a new contract? What will people say then?
Then that's when you'll be right, and you'll be like, he was just hanging out with some brethren.
Oh,
but if he goes, Cal, if he goes and he's hanging out with him, man, it don't look good, bro.
Everyone keeps on saying he's signing Madrid shirts. He signed one Madrid shirt for a little child, and he didn't even realize he was being picked up on camera. It's not like he was front and center. He knew there was bare cameras, and he was like, "Come, let me sign this for you." A kid approached him, and someone filmed it for a flipping barricade. Come on, man.
I'm not even leaning on that. I'm leaning more.
But that's what everyone's saying, though. Everyone said he's signing.
It's this whole Bellingham thing and hanging out with them and stuff. It don't look good.
They are best friends, bro.
It's all I'm saying. It don't look good.
Drift, I'm not being funny. If you were working with another content creator as a channel, and me, you, and Matt are still brethren, bro, you think I'm just gonna be like, well, you know what? I ain't gonna hang out with them, man. Because if someone sees me hanging out with Matt and Drift, they might think I'm part of that content channel.
No, I'm saying if the rumors are floating around, you just have to be very careful how it looks. I'm not even saying it's a fact. You just have to be very careful, bro. If he does go to Real Madrid, then there's no way you can convince me during hanging out with him, man, it wasn't all part of the wooing.
Of course, but
I don't even believe he would go to Madrid if Bellingham weren't there. How about that? That's just an opinion. I
all
don't
football
think
players try
Trent
and
would
woo
go
each
to
other.
Madrid if Bellingham wasn't there.
But if all football players try and woo each other, all.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop us from being annoyed if it's our player getting
But
wooed to
you
another
don't
club.
think Henderson and them?
No, but I'm saying it doesn't mean that we can't be annoyed if it's our
But
player being wooed away. It does happen, of course it happens.
Yeah,
but
but who's to say he's actually listening to it, bro?
no, we don't know. Everybody's just
So this is what I'm
speculating.
saying.
None
So
of
why
these
is
are
everyone
facts.
so quick to be like, yeah, he's flirting with Madrid and he's doing this and that when there's no evidence of it? There's none.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he does go, then I'm gonna start thinking 1 + 1 = 2. And it don't look good. It don't look good right now that there are those little things and all the rumors are you want to go. It don't look good, bro. It don't look good. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying it don't look good. It don't look good, bro.
Look, you're right. At the end of the day, some of the fan base is going to be proven right and some's going to be proven wrong in it. We'll see how it works out. But at this rate, it seems like everyone's turned against Trent. It's kind of sad to see because I know for a fact if he signs that contract, everyone's going to be on his dick again, for lack of a better phrase. And it's kind of sad. I wish we'd actually look. I kind of wish we'd look at the facts sometimes rather than create narratives and try and shift.
But you have to see that there is a lot of validity to the worry of the flirting with Madrid and it don't look good. And bro, you can't just ignore that. That's a thing.
But I've asked the question: what flirting has he done? And no one can provide me with actual credible.
Well, bro, for a start, he's never come out and said, all this Real Madrid stuff, don't listen to all that, man. It's not true.
But he's also come out and said, I'm not going to speak about my future in the public, though.
That sounds more like a man who's just trying to not say he wants to stay because when he goes, it looks worse.
Well, brother, he's probably just sitting there going, brother, I'm not even going to...
Bro, I watched the interview with Mo Salah where Mo Salah said, I want to be here, but it's not up to me. Why hasn't Trent said anything like that, bro? He's the fucking scouser in the team, bro.
If he said it behind the scenes, bro, why does he need to say it publicly? I'm just asking the question here. I'm asking the question. Why does he need to say it publicly if he said it behind the scenes? To give
us an idea of where he sits, because as a player, we need to know as fans whether we got to be worried or not. The same way Mo was just like, look, you fans deserve to know. I want to be here. He's saying on me, guys, this is on the ownership. Mo firmly put it in the court of public opinion. He said, guys, if it's up to me, I finished my career at Liverpool. The club are fucking about. I want to be here. I'm one of you, man. Get on them, innit? That's what Mo said, Cal. Obviously, he didn't say that, but you know what I mean. What he's saying, that's what he said. I'm one of you lot. I want to be here for the rest of my career. I will cry at the idea of playing against Liverpool. FSG offered me a contract. That's what Mo Salah did. So Trent ain't done nothing that makes us believe that we ain't got to worry, bro. Trent hasn't squashed any rumors, and he's doing all these interviews, bro. And not once has he said anything along the lines that what Salah said, where we're like, oh, listen to what Trent said, man. We're all good, man. We don't want to go nowhere.
All right, I'm gonna.
That's why we're all worried, bro.
I tell you, this is what's crazy to me. Salah came out and spoke about this and got berated on this channel as well. Got berated, saying, "Why is he speaking for? He should just be quiet."
No. It's just the timing.
No, Drift. I'm not even.
No, the timing was off. That was all it was. That was.
All right. So timing was off. We say. But he got
just
berated.
Don't do it before Madrid and Man City. That's all the conversation.
But this is what I'm saying. But players are damned if they do, damned if they don't.
No. Bro, you gotta understand. Like it's the biggest week in the season so far. Just wait till a better moment. It wasn't about what he said. It was wrong timing. That's all it was. No one had a problem with what he said. Just wrong timing.
I don't think the players can win at this point. I can't lie.
It's just wrong timing.
Brother Mo got called selfish. He said he's going into business for himself. He's turning the club. He's turning about the club. But he's not the only one, though. And now
I think he kind of was, to be honest.
Hold on, now Trent's not saying anything. He needs to come out and talk. But it's crazy. I don't get it.
No, bro. No. That's not what it is. It's just he's doing a lot of talking, but why hasn't he said anything along them same lines? Because he's done a lot of talking, bro. He's done a lot. He's talked more than Mo and Virgil put together, but he's never once did give any kind of inclination that we ain't got to worry. Not at all, bro.
So I mean, the quotes that he said about Slot, isn't that an inclination that he could be leaning towards staying?
This is the first time, yeah.
But no one's speaking about this.
No, but that's what we're talking about now.
No, but
this is brand new information.
I said these quotes and everyone just paved over it and gone to Trent's this, Trent's that, Trent's this, Trent's that. What about this? What about the stuff he said today? He said stuff today. Does that not sound like a player who potentially wants to stay at Liverpool and play under this manager for a long term?
It's promising. It's the best thing he said this whole time. But he's talking too much. I just want him to stop talking. He's doing a lot of interviews.
You want him to come out and speak and say he wants to
No, I said he should have. I said he should have. Up to now, he's done so much talking and he hasn't said anything to ease our worries. But I just want him to stop talking. Full stop. I just want him to stop talking. He's doing too much talking. And in all the talking he's done, he hasn't eased our fears once. Until maybe today. Maybe today, because I'm not going to lie. What he said today sounds way more promising than the other stuff. But remember, all of this that we're saying, there's a lot of devil's advocate, if for sake of conversation. I still think he's going to stay, remember?
I'm 50-50 on whether he stays or not. But
that's what's crazy. But I'm going more ham on him in this devil's advocate conversation than you are. But yeah, I've got more faith he's going to stay than you.
No, but I'm trying to understand where everyone's head's at with this, because I just don't get it. Like, I'm 50-50 on whether he stays or not, because I don't know about the club. There are some aspects of this club I do trust. And that's what my fear is. But everyone seems to be neglecting that and just straight going for Trent. I find it weird. I find it weird no one holds this club to a higher standard anymore.
Oh, shit. Richard just said, in the quote he said today, he actually said, in a short space of time, which means it might not necessarily be talking about being under Slot for...
He said he's learned in a short space of time. Slot's only been there a couple months. Come on, guys, man. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? On a real, what are we doing there?
Read the quote again for me, please, Carl. Read the quote again.
All right, I'll read the quote.
Read the quote again. Let's rewind. Let's rewind. Read the quote again, bro.
Let me read the quote again. This is crazy. All right. Do you want me to read it slow for everyone? I don't know. I'm feeling like... Hold on. Let me see how far. All right. I'm feeling like I'm gonna get better and improve and learn so much in such a short space of time, and just keep on learning. I could tell you.
Hold on, bro. Sorry.
Oh,
say that again.
I'm feeling like I'm going to get better and improve and learn so much in such a short space of time. Can I continue?
Ooh, I could definitely take that the wrong way. Keep going.
Hold on. Are you going to take this bit the wrong way? And just keep on learning.
That could be talking about.
Oh my! I don't think Johnny Cochran went through this much deliberation.
No, keep going.
I could tell you that Slot is obsessed with football, and the level of detail is incredible. The level of detail and everything is like, I find myself smiling. That's the kind of thing I really enjoy. It's just football in a very, very deep level. I could tell from the first time I met him that I was going to enjoy playing under him.
I like
Your
it.
Honor.
I like
Did the gloves fit? Did the gloves fit?
Overall, that's a very positive Liverpool-based statement. It's a very positive Liverpool-based statement. It could be taken the wrong way if you wanted to, but I won't.
I don't know how that could be taken the wrong way.
Positive. The beginning bit, if you wanted to. But
and for anyone asking, those quotes came out 9 hours ago.
I take that as a positive.
9 hours ago, those quotes came out.
That quote helps me to believe I'm right, that he's going to stay.
Crazy world, man. Crazy.
At the beginning, I was kind of just fucking with you, but
I know you were. I know you were. Big up to
I think Trent stage, bro. I know we just went round and round about arguing about devil's advocate. And
that's why I think it's crazy, because I'm more 50-50 and you're 100%. So
yeah, he's staying. I think Trent stays. I think he stays.
Boy, well, people, look.
Sometimes I've got to be devil's advocate to give you a break in it because you get a lot of heat for it. So it is what it is.
Well, apparently, I'm always devil's advocate now. So apparently, this is why
You are a lot. About 85%. I'm not about 85%. Yeah.
I'm really not. Guys, if you haven't
Sometimes I've
already,
got to take the
smash
heat
that
off
like
it,
button.
yeah.
Over 1,000 of you guys watching, whether you agree with me, agree with Drift, I think I think we can all agree that it was a healthy debate, whether it be with you guys in the comments or with us here. So please do smash that like button. Gonna hit through some super chats now before we move on to the last few topics we're gonna discuss. Shout out to the Red Guy 8 who says, I can't lie, Chelsea are worrying me. Is Beck returning? I keep on hearing about these Beck rumors. I don't know. I can't see why he would return when Tsimikas is coming back to full fitness.
No, Tsimikas is in training though.
Yeah. John L says, I've seen the light. Keep Diaz and Gakpo. Stay clear of Kudus and them, man. Just put Gakpo diving header in the bag at LFC. Big up John L. H. Ali says, Adamola Lookman has won African. I don't know why I struggled to say his name. Has won African Player of the Year. Please, boys, give your opinions on him. I think he deserves it. Personally, he's been excellent.
Adamola Lookman. Yeah, you confused me a little bit.
Yeah.
Thinking of it.
Adamola.
Yeah. Adamola Lookman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think I've always liked Lookman. I've always liked him. I would be a little worried he had a big spell in the Premier League. He didn't quite hit the heights.
Everton.
So it wasn't just Everton. He was at what was the
Everton
other club?
And Leicester. Everton and Leicester.
Yeah.
But Leicester was when they were on their decline as well, when Brendan was doing that PR.
I rate him though. I think Lookman's a very good player.
He's always had natural ability in it. I like that. He's always had natural ability.
I do.
Just make the wrong. I think he made the wrong career moves at the beginning, and then at Fulham he was good. He was good at Fulham.
I like Lookman. I like him.
Yeah, so do I. I wouldn't be surprised if
the amount of money you might have to pay now might be a bit mad though, because he's balling out now. So
don't go too far. That's a discussion topic for us a bit later in the show. Big up to the Herbsman. He says, maximum respect to Kopish. Hey Cal, just like to know that I'm a devoted member to Drifty Nunes Army. I'm also a devoted member to Cal's Quad Army. I'm waiting patiently for the four fingers to go up. A quad reset. I'm not allowed to say the Q word. I'm not gonna say too much, but threats have been made behind the scenes. So I'm going to do what they tell me to do and unquote shut the F up. Bayesian Reds TV said, Trent can go. I'm done with him. Love my brothers. Big up yourself, Bayesian Reds. I'd rather Trent stay personally. LFC R786 says Kudus would be perfect for the 10. He covers Mo as well. I'd give West Ham Elliott plus 40 mil for him. He's perfect for our system and covers many bases. Oh, I don't know about losing Elliott. I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't want to lose Elliott just yet. Personally, no, I think Elliott deserves at least one full season on the slot. Soren's big up. Soren says, big up, gents. Would you be happy with no signs this January if Ibu and 2 of the other 3 sign new contracts? Also, crazy that Pep Linda's already got sacked. You'll never walk alone. I mean, I'd accept that for January, but I wouldn't be happy. We need to sign new players. This whole we can only give new contracts out in transfer windows is another gripe of mine.
Yeah, it would be a worry, Soren, because I think we do need a bit of reinforcement to just make sure we can get over the line. So that would be what would worry me. Yeah. And also, but I'm not going to lie. We have to be honest as a fan base, even as content creators. If we got all of the signings signed, we would eat it. We would.
Yeah, we would.
There's no point in fronting.
What does that say about us in terms of accepting?
Says that we're glutton for punishment.
All right, then. And that's what I'm trying to get us away from.
I know, but this is just what comes with FSG being your owners, isn't it? So.
Since Soren's mentioned it. Where's everyone who said that we were too harsh on Pep Linders and that Pep Linders should have taken over from Klopp? Just raise your hands if you've got the bravery to do it. No. If you've got the bravery to do it and you stand on business, where's the people who said Pep Linders should take over from Klopp and we're being too harsh on Pep Linders? Where's everyone? I'll give you guys a couple minutes to put your hands up. Let's see how many people own up to it. Where are you? Where are you guys? Where? Oh, Regista, big up yourself, Regista. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Troy.
I gotta appreciate the honesty still.
Yeah, no, I rate you two. Standing on business, being. Where's everyone else? It weren't just two people in the whole fan base. It weren't just two. As Delia Smith would say, where are ya? That's what I thought.
After taking this L, Pep might need to just be an author. What did they say? Those who can't do, teach, right?
Spoke about that guy. Everyone got bought into the hype, man. Told everyone, look how he ended with him at NEC in Holland. Look at how our football changed when Klopp gave him more responsibility on the training ground. Look at RB Salzburg now. When are people going to start taking what I say and thinking Cal might have a point in it? It might sound crazy now, but Cal might just have a point. He might not just be moaning. He might just have a point. Some of you lot
I will caveat this by saying, I think he's a good coach. I just don't think he can manage.
I'm not gonna say too much on this because I'm gonna rattle people. And that's not my intention.
There are a lot of cool things that we did while he was our coach that prove he's a good coach, Bob. I just don't think he can manage. I don't think he can handle the pressure of management. Like, because there is a difference. Even as a head coach, you're technically still the manager, right? I don't think he can handle that part. But he is a good coach. He is inventive. He does come up with good ideas. He has good plans. I just don't think he's a good manager.
Nothing inventive about his style, bro.
No, bro, come on, man. There's definitely things about the way we were playing that was good.
What was inventive?
Well, for an example, look at the way he changed to Trent inverting, and we went on that brilliant run at the end of the season.
He just copied what Arsenal and Man City were doing.
No, we did it a bit different. It wasn't the same. We weren't doing it
because we had Trent, bruv. We didn't do it different.
But we can't just not give him any credit.
We had the ultimate inverted player, bro. We just had the perfect inverted player.
So you don't give him any credit.
I'm not going to speak on Linders because I'm going to come across as very like.
No, I'm not going to lie. That is harsh, bro. That's harsh.
I'm just saying, when Klopp said to Linders, "Yeah, you start running training and all that," I saw our football take a decline. And we became very, very one-dimensional in our attacking ways. Get the ball to Trent and make something happen. That's how it felt. John L says, Liga update. PSG want to get rid of Donnarumma. He has been awful. Kolo Muani, Timu Dembele. This Donnarumma has been so overrated. Guy should have stayed at AC Milan, man. He had it made for him there. Should have stayed there a bit longer.
Do you know, I agree with LFC times. I just couldn't be asked to say it, but I think it did have something to do with the decline in players as well, not just Pep Linders' tactics. I think it's a bit harsh to just only blame that. Like, remember, the team did start to get declining players that were coming to the end. But on that Donnarumma thing, I hope Chelsea think he's the option, spend big money on him and bring him in so they don't get better. Because Donnarumma is an improvement on Sanchez, but he's still not what they need.
Yeah, he should have been so much better than what he is, man.
Donnarumma is definitely becoming what you call hype.
Yeah.
Like,
he was the man at one stage, bro.
Now I get why AC Milan weren't as bothered about him leaving as I felt like they should have been.
No, they were bothered at the time.
But remember, they weren't as bothered, though.
Nah, they were, bro.
They were more annoyed than, like, bothered. Because it was free. They were just annoyed he was going for free.
No, bro. When he left, bro, he was like the hottest goalkeeper, bro. He really.
Remember, they brought in what's his name, and like they just got on with it. They were
Steve Magnong has been really good as well. Sharif says Mo, arguably the best player now, doesn't deserve 400k. I'd be fine with Mo getting 400k, to be honest. Etienne says Trent, I got 99 problems. We know the rest. Navis says Drift, please explain why Chelsea isn't a threat to us.
When did I say Chelsea weren't a
Yeah,
threat?
you said you just think Arsenal are the biggest threat.
I was one of the first people to say we need to pay
Yeah.
attention. Cal, you can even Batman this.
No,
During
that's
the
what.
summer,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
before this even started, I told everybody don't count Chelsea out. Remember,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, man, Chelsea are bums. They're not gonna do. I was like, hold on, no. Chelsea are good, you lot. Like, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't one of the people saying not to
no,
keep.
you weren't.
Yeah, I think
If I'm not
Arsenal are
mistaken,
more of a threat.
yeah, that's all you've said. Chelsea,
Yeah, I
definitely.
think Arsenal are more of a threat. Chelsea are a threat. 100% Chelsea's a threat. Yeah.
Etienne says Harvey told Madrid to go and do I don't know if this is pleasurable, unpleasurable, but stuff to their mother. The Herbs man says, although I agree with everything Cal said this morning, but when are we going to ask why the club let these contracts situations run for this long? Now Trent's got temptations. This should have been sorted a year ago. I know, Herbs man. I'm not allowed to ask these questions, bro. If we ask these questions, it becomes a madness. I don't get it. I don't get how the 3 of the 4 most important players in the squad have been allowed to have their contracts run down to a year. I don't get how you can make a man vice captain, but still saying, we're not going to give him a new contract, though. It's cool. We'll let it wind down. Crazy business from the club. If we talk about wage structure, then something's got to be done about the way we approach the wages. Official AMD Speak says, Drift, Trent's position shouldn't be the determining factor. It should be influence on the game. His influence on the game commands a higher salary.
Yeah, I agree.
Can I just take you back, Drift? Man City. Trent picks up the ball. And to quote, look at the effing pass. Do you remember the snake pass, bruv? Where he's at the right back position. He curls it around 69 players and it lands on Salah's foot. But for an Ake marvelous tackle, we probably score another goal. Is there another right back that does that if he's just a right back?
But remember, like I said, to bring it all back in after the Devil's Advocate stuff, I was just basing it on the premise. I don't like the idea that Trent earns more money in our team than Virgil does. That's all it was. Because I think Virgil should earn more than Trent.
No, and I agree with that. Official MD Speak says FSG have done a number on the fan base. If we say our best players are not deserving of the highest wages, VVD and Trent are both defenders. One keeps goals out, other creates them. Both as valuable in different ways. I agree with that.
It's very true. Very true.
Beijing Red TV says, Cal, honestly, tell me the last great season from Trent. His effort and attitude stinks, and he doesn't deserve high wages than Virgil or Salah. His output doesn't warrant it. FSG also don't pay. He's not, in my opinion, doesn't deserve the same amount of salary as Virgil and Salah, but I think he's probably next in line. In fact, no, sorry. Virgil, Salah, and Ali, and then Trent should be the 4th highest paid at the club. But I all think they should all get a bump, personally. I genuinely do. Official AMD Speak says Salah 400, Virgil 350, Trent 300 is fair. Big up. That for me is perfect.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that.
That for me is absolutely perfect. And then dash them bonuses on there as well.
It does open up that kind of worms when you're signing new players, but
let's open it, bro. Maybe that kind of worms is what makes FSG sell the club because they can't manage it anymore. Who knows? Shane says there's 8 players. One can hope, Drift, man. Shane, there's 8 players in the whole Prem on 300k or more. Why would we want 4 players above that? Because the 4 players that I'm speaking about would walk into every single team in the league. Salah
if that is a true stat, that's kind of backing me up when I say that clubs are cottoning on to you can't have players on that wage.
Okay, but name me a club that's got a better right winger than Salah.
No one.
Better centre back than Virgil?
No one.
Better goalkeeper than Alisson?
No one.
Okay, my point stands then.
That's never been an argument for real.
Ronaldinho Goat says Diaz football IQ. He's supposed to be creative. It's a random one. I don't think he is as creative as he should be. I think he's got decent football.
I don't think Diaz is seen to be creative or that's the narrative around him.
He should be more creative though.
Nah,
With his talent, he should be.
see, what you got to remember is it depends what way you look at it, Cal. So for me, there's being creative with the ball for yourself, and there's being creative with the ball for others. Diaz, and I think what he was getting at there in that is that creative for others. I don't think that's what Diaz has ever been, and I don't think anybody would have ever argued that. He's more creative for himself. Like, he can take people on and create angles for himself and do things in that way, like absolute street baller. But he's not like an Ozil or a Ronaldinho where like or a Bergkamp where like he's creative for others. Does that make sense? I think you can be creative in two different ways. I don't always think being creative means for others. Sometimes it can be for yourself. What you're doing, you've got that maverick about you. You can be an X factor. You can open up a game with a bit of skill and score a goal on your own. But nobody's ever sat there and gone, "Oh, Diaz has got that eye for a pass," or like that. Like that isn't what people would associate with Diaz. I don't think. But that's not what I would associate with him.
But anyway. I think because of his talents, I believe he should have that to his game. Not as good, obviously. You've named some of the most creative players of all time in Ozil, Bergkamp. I'm not saying that level, but I do think he should be more creative than he is. I don't agree with the low IQ footballing though. Eastwood.
People will miss Diaz when he goes. They'll miss him when he goes.
Depend on how he's replaced, not necessarily Drift. And I say that
I put this in the WhatsApp group today as well. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
People. I want people to name me 5 left wingers in the world better than Diaz. And I'm not even saying there isn't. I'm just saying I want people to name them.
Are you aiming at me or is that for the chat?
No, it's just a question. Remember, I said I put it in the WhatsApp group today and I still didn't get an answer. So I'm just saying I'm going to put it out there to name me 5 left wingers in the world better than Diaz.
No, I'll leave that one to the chat. Everyone knows who I want for the left wing. I've made no secret about it. I'm hoping the transfer.
And I'm in the group. I put in brackets as well. Realistic, because we have to be realistic. If Liverpool are going to replace Diaz, we also have to be realistic because we're not going to go and buy Mbappe, are we? Do you know what I mean? So we also have to be realistic because I don't even think Kvaratskhelia is realistic, Cal. We're not going to spend that money. I don't think we will anyway.
Well, if you can make it happen, so if you don't think it's realistic, then it's not going to happen, isn't it? Eastwood said, our owners are keeping us in mediocrity. We're in good shape. We're in a good place to strengthen, and they close to effing it up. No comment, but I agree with that, Eastwood. Official AMD speak says, take Trent's creativity and number of assists away. Take Trent's creativity and number of assists. If we're signing a player in whatever positions on the pitch with those numbers, would we be okay with them on 300k? Fan base doing a disservice to Trent. I don't.
One thing I will say, AMD though,
fan base would be more than happy to put that player on 300k if we were signing Trent.
One thing I will say, see, it's mad that Jacobs just put Rafinha in that list. That's blatantly recently biased. You wouldn't have said that in the summer. No one would have said Rafinha in the summer. People said he was washed up and done. AMD, one thing I will say, bro, is you got to remember, Trent doesn't play that way anymore. Because I think, Cal, that is a conversation we also have to have, is that we're not using Trent the way that Klopp used Trent.
Very true.
Slot wants a way more traditional style of right back. So you then do have to start having that conversation. Will he have that effect numbers-wise that he's had in the last 3 or 4 years? Do you get what I mean? It's an interesting conversation that we've got to have about that.
That is. I agree with that. I agree with that. Where are we? Mohammed says Klopp was on 18 mil a year and Slot 7 mil, saving 11 mil. I didn't even know that. Where's that cash?
Oh, was Klopp making 18 mil? Jesus.
Puts into perspective why he wasn't really going to the owners like that, innit? I was giving that hush money.
Pay a man, he shuts his mouth, innit?
I was getting that hush money. Lit Vibe says,
pick up Yards. Yards knows already. Yards is a G, you know. I said left wingers, man, in my name, and bare right wingers in the chat. It's mad.
Lit Vibes, are you saying Kava is more of a star than Trent, Mo, or VVD? No, I don't think anyone's saying that.
No. He would be a star signing though.
Yeah, but I don't.
He
He's
would be a
definitely not
star
more of a star than
signing.
those guys.
Yeah.
Litvi says communist Merseyside makes sense now. Not gonna lie, I don't know what that's in relation to Lip Vibes.
Yeah, I'm a bit baffled there as well.
Taji says, man, Bun Kuti, but being the best PR for Trent. All right, shall I
That's
debunk
definitely a shot at you.
Yeah, he might have written my name in it. Okay, I'll debunk that straight away. Has Trent ever come out and has he tried to actively leave the club yet? I'm gonna ask 4 questions max. Has Trent actively tried to leave Liverpool Football Club yet? Anyone? No. Has Trent ever handed in a transfer request to Liverpool Football Club? No. Has Trent ever
need to though right now?
Hold on. Has Trent ever refused to play for Liverpool Football Club? No. Has Trent ever faked being injured so he didn't have to play for Liverpool Football Club? No. Case closed, Your Honor. Taji, hit me up, brother. Hit me up, Taji, bro.
Cal, do you want to know what though? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. You know what you're doing right now? You are having faith you will never need to deal with the emotion you're going to have to deal with if Trent goes.
No,
if
bro,
he goes, I think you're gonna feel different.
Maybe.
When you're watching him hold that Real Madrid shirt, talking about it's a dream, and he's always wanted to bet. I think you're gonna feel different.
Maybe, but I'm willing to cross that bridge when I get to it. I can't.
I think you know he's staying. That's why deep down you're not annoyed.
No,
I think you're almost letting us know subconsciously what you're feeling.
No, God's on it. Bro, I'll show you WhatsApp messages I've had with people, private conversations where I spoke with Laurie.
You're speaking in a matter of fact.
No, right? I'm genuinely
deep down. I think you know he's staying. Deep down, I think you know he's staying.
I genuinely
now, when you have a dream and you're dreaming about Liverpool, Trent's in the team.
No, but I'll show you. I'll show you stuff. I'll show you stuff.
Not
on the real, bro. When I've got the right back on the team sheet, I've got question mark / Bradley.
No, but that's in real life. When you're asleep and you're dreaming, Trent's in the team, bro. Because that's your subconscious.
My dream, bro. Trent doesn't figure in my dreams, bro.
No, when you dream about Liverpool, bro. When you dream about Liverpool.
Big up Honesty, member for 25 months. Big up yourself, Honesty. Big up yourself.
Big up, bro. Big up, man.
Big up. Honesty then goes on to say Trent is dead silent on his contract situation. Spanish media is having the fan base losing their mind. Trent also said he is loving slot style. Also, he keeps saying how much he loves the club. Honesty, please speak up, bro, for the people at the back.
Trent is staying, man. Trent's staying, man.
If Trent comes out tomorrow and says, I want to stay, fans will say it's PR. Maybe Trent is calm because he knows about the situation more than us. Honesty, I wish I could have just sat back and let Honesty do my debating.
The only thing I disagree with is I think if he said he loves the club and he wants to stay, people will be happy. I don't think people will go, oh, he's lying. I don't think that. I think people would be happy he said that.
Big up to Uncle Rods. Go and subscribe to Uncle Rods' channel and Beijing Reds TV as well, by the way. Big up Kopish. Drifty has a way of words. Trust me, Uncle Rods. Drifty Cochran, bro. Drifty Cochran. Honesty says Trent can't win. If he talks, he needs to be quit. And if he is quit, he needs to talk. I
think he means quiet. I think he means quiet.
Yeah, be quiet. So brother is relaxed. The brother is relaxed, but how fans turn on Trent is mad. Facts. I find it crazy. Honesty says, question: what if Mo or VVD leaves? Will the fans turn against them? How they are with Trent? That's a question, actually. If Virgil or Salah leave, how will you feel towards them?
I don't have to cross that bridge.
That's such a lawyer's answer.
I don't have to cross that bridge, bro.
That is such a lawyer's answer.
Cal, if I said to you, right now, if I said to you, Cal, said, right now, you're telling me piss tastes nasty. How do you know when you haven't tried it? What if you try piss and it doesn't taste nasty, Cal?
That's completely different, bro.
Your answer would be, I'm never going to try it, so I don't need to cross that bridge. Right? That's what you would say to me, right? Well, there you go.
Oh my days. So hypothetically, you're not gonna answer, no?
They're not going to leave. We're never going to have to cross that bridge, bro.
You're elite, bro. I can't lie.
We're never going to have to cross that bridge, bro. Never.
I'd love to see what the fans
cross
do.
that bridge, bro.
Promo says Trent is luxury, VVD is a necessity. I mean, I don't think Trent's a
I
luxury.
see the logic behind what Promo's saying there.
I don't get how he can be a luxury when he's opening games for us, which allowing us to win games. I don't see how that's a luxury.
I guess when you accommodate the team
and someone who's ever present in a team is luxury.
No, but you know, like I remember I saw something the other day. I can't remember who it was who said it. If you know it's you, then big up. But basically, they said if you look at some of the players in the team, their injury proneness or their legs being gone was how much they had to do to run for Trent because he wouldn't do the running. And that kind of does make him a luxury player a little bit, that you made other people do extra work. Because let's be honest, you've even admitted this yourself. Ibu, recently, Hendo, Genie. There were some players in our team that to let Trent be able to do what he did, they had to work extra hard.
Absolutely. If that's the case,
Trent was a little bit of a luxury in that regard.
Right. Let me hit everyone with it then. Is Salah luxury then? Because Bobby and Mane had to run harder than he did. Is Salah luxury then, everyone?
Did they?
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Did they?
All I was told over the years is, bro, you know, Bobby and Mane, they do way more defending. Mane does way more defending than Salah.
No. I said the team is designed to be attacking wise lopsided in the way that gets Mo in more advantageous situations. He was given less responsibility from a defensive point of view to get him in more goal scoring opportunities.
Also, Trent was given a less defensive role then to create more for the team then.
But I don't think the running that Bobby and Mane did to facilitate Salah was much less than what they would have done anyway. Whereas I do think Trent was given way less running because Hendo and Ibu and Wijnaldum covered him. Like, come on, bro. There's definitely not a comparison with the running of Salah and like Trent. People had to do way more running to facilitate Trent than we've had to do to facilitate.
But they've had to do running to facilitate Salah as well.
Not as much as Trent. Not as much as Trent, bro. Come on. We've said Ibu's injuries are based on him having to cover Trent.
No, bro. I agree, but I also said that was based on the system as well because he was asked to play. Trent was asked to play two positions. He was asked to play as a right back and a centre midfielder.
What, an inverted? Yeah, an inverted.
Yeah, two positions he was asked to play. That meant Ibu was meant to play two positions. That was down to the system, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. But I do still think that we had to facilitate Trent more than we had to facilitate Mo.
No, I agree with that. But most had to be facilitated.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, yeah.
So is Mo a luxury then? Mo's not, no? Because I don't think Mo's a luxury player.
I mean, to a degree, you could maybe say slightly Mo's a luxury.
Mo can never be luxury.
No, you know, luxury means you're
necessities you can get in this team.
No, but you do realize when you're a luxury, you're a superstar. You know that though, right? Like a luxury player is a superstar. You only give a superstar player the privilege of being a luxury player. You know,
but they're a superstar because they're necessary. That's why they're a superstar.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So you can't be a luxury.
No, but you are still when you're a luxury player, what it means is you're so good at what you do, we get other people to do jobs you can't do. That's what luxury player means. Well, for me anyway. I don't know if anyone disagrees. No, if you say to me you're a luxury, if I say to someone
Thiago is a luxury player for me.
Yeah. Thiago was a luxury player because he was a superstar. Mo is a superstar. No,
because we couldn't rely on him.
No, it means you get other. In my opinion, when I call someone a luxury player, I'm saying I make other people do jobs I don't ask you to do because you're so good at what you do. I just want you to do that.
No, for me, a luxury player is a player that you don't need, but you want because they're so good. We need Trent and we need Salah. They can't be luxury players because they're necessities.
I think we just got a different definition of luxury.
Like a luxury player is a player you can do without, but you'd rather not.
No, I think a luxury player is someone who's so good at what they do, you get other people to do their work so they can do what they do. That's what my interpretation of a luxury player is. That's what I'm saying. I think we just got different.
Yeah,
I think we just got different. Yeah, we just got different meanings of luxury player. What you say makes sense, though. I'm not even saying what you're saying doesn't make sense, but I just have a different opinion on it. Yeah.
The Herdsman says, I wanted Pep, but what do I know? I backed Charlie Adams. You did. You did. You definitely did, Herdsman. As I said, Batman wouldn't be able to get that information out of me, man. But big up yourself. Mr. Sinclair says, Mo, VVD, Trent, Ali are the club's pillars in the last 5 years on the pitch stats. Off it, top shirt sales. At 30, is the club discounting their shirt sales? I don't know, Mr. Sinclair.
I would hope not, because Mo is still selling shirts. That's a fact.
I mean, Mr. Sinclair, I speak about these things. Ikram says, title is priority. Play the reserves on Wednesday. We've got a preview probably coming out tomorrow for the Southampton game, so we'll chop that up in more detail, but it looks as though we might be doing that anyway. Shane says, Cal going to switch teams if that. When Madrid knock, it's different. It's a different knock quote ever comes out from Trent. Maybe I might.
No, fuck off, Cal. There's no way you're doing that.
No.
I'll put you in the biggest headlock you've ever been in your life, bro. If I ever hear you back Madrid, bro,
I'm saying I would turn on. They're saying I would turn on Trent if he says that. I said maybe I might.
Oh, I thought he said you're gonna start back in Madrid. Oh,
no,
sorry.
Madrid.
I thought that's right. Yeah, sorry, I didn't read
I put
that
myself in the headlock, bro.
I didn't read that right. So I thought you said you're gonna back Madrid. So
Dean says, as it stands, the Madrid project seems attractive for young players. Also, Carlo isn't a tactician. Just play ball. Trent doesn't like just play ball. Trent doesn't like tactics, in my opinion. That's a lie, though, based on what Trent just said. He just spoke about Slot and how obsessed he is with football and tactics and all that, and he says he loves that. Creating narratives again, guys.
Shout out big up, Shane. I get it now. I get it. I just misread it. I misread it, bro.
Pimp, you're trying to out me here. I leave the super chat up. I don't want to speak these words on camera, because if it gets clipped up or gets used against me in the future, then it doesn't look great.
What are you saying? Man of culture.
You said it, not me. Dean says, I think we win at least 2 titles this season. We signed 3 in Jan. Who's likely to leave in Jan or the summer from forward, your replacements? Dean, bro. We signed 3 in Jan.
Oh, you think we're going to get 3?
Yes. It's not way we signed 3 in January. That's not. I don't think
I'm going to need you to explain this just on the basis of I don't even know many summers where we've signed 3 or more.
I don't think we'll ever. I don't think we'll ever sign 3 players in the January window.
No, I don't.
The forwards, I think, will leave Liverpool as of right now. I think Diaz and Nunes will leave. Maybe Jota. No idea who the replacement. My replacements would be Kvaratskhelia and Isak, but I know that ain't gonna happen.
Did you see the sit Isak missed yesterday?
No, I heard he scored and assisted though.
I'm just trying to wind you up, bro.
I know. Honestly, said question portion of the fan base. We're tired of Klopp's system with the false 9, but now they want us to play with a false 9. Help me understand. I don't know, honesty. Honesty, are you? It's like honesty's in my brain and he's articulating for me.
I do believe a lot of people that are thinking that way, because I'm on that wavelength now. I think it's because we're watching the way we're playing and it seems like a false 9 would actually fit in more. So it's not even necessarily about wants. It's more about understanding the way we play and just thinking it would make more sense. I don't necessarily know if he wants like an out and out forward. It doesn't look that way from the way we play anyway.
He played like that, Feyenoord.
Because remember, Isak, yeah, as an example, that's who you want. He's not a traditional number 9, you know. He does drop in deep, likes to get involved in the play. He don't just sit in the box and wait for the ball.
All number 9s do that, apart from Haaland, effectively. But I think people, when they speak about Haaland, speak about traditional 9s, they think about Haaland. Haaland's not a traditional 9.
No. I mean, I can think of anyone, Bob. You can think of like Defoe.
But Nunes is a traditional 9, but Nunes drops deep and gets involved in play. All players like. They're fluid.
No, but I don't think Nunes wants to do that, but that's what he's been asked to do.
Bro,
Do you know what I mean? Like he's been asked to do something.
Bro, Nunes did that at Benfica. Nunes is a workhorse, bro. If there's one thing we cannot.
No, he is. He is. But remember, there was all like the talk that Heitinga was taking him aside and having separate training sessions with him to teach him how to be more involved in the game. Remember, that was what we were told.
I'm not even trying to throw shade here. I think that's more from a technical standpoint, as opposed to a
apparently it was a structural thing to make him understand what we want from a 9 now. Because what he thought a number 9 was, he had to change the way he felt about it to play in this team. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I was told. So,
Abubakar says a Urus is a luxury car, but still a day-to-day car. I don't even know what car that is. I'm terrible with cars.
A Urus? What's a Urus?
Yeah. No idea. I've never heard of that car in my life.
A Porsche, bro. A Porsche is more what I'll say. A Porsche is a luxury car, but a day-to-day car. That's why Porsche are the best.
You say a Porsche is a day-to-day car?
No, it's a luxury car, but you can drive it day-to-day. You know, like if you've got a Lamborghini or Ferrari, you got to be very selective of when you drive it. If you've got a Porsche, you can drive it every day. That's why they're the best supercars for me. Because you can drive a Porsche every day. They're not high maintenance in that way of like, oh, break down randomly like how a Lamborghini or a Ferrari will. Like Porsches, that's how I interpret it anyway.
You Never Walk Alone 2.0 says Liverpool apparently.
Oh, it's the Lamborghini. Oh, sorry, yes, the Lamborghini. Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
LFC apparently offered 250k plus global superstar and Ballon d'Or, etc. is Real Madrid vibes. Hope he stays. He got quality. To be honest, I'm not fussed with Trent anymore. Fair dues. Mrs. Sinclair says, Drift, you're my favorite. You didn't hit your chest. I'm looking at Trent's wages in isolation, not with VVD and Mo, at 26 and 39 assists away from EPL's top 5 of all time.
I can understand that.
Shane says, think Endo makes it past January? I do.
Ooh, do you know what?
Because I don't think we signed anyone. So I do think we do.
No, but I'm even thinking like, would he like you know when you know them ones where you're like, would he just be moved on because he's not going to be played? So what's the point?
So this is what I see happening. I see us signing no players, and I think the last or second to last day, someone bids for Endo, and we reject it because it'll be too late for us to get a replacement in. Honestly, says a Urus is a Lamborghini SUV. That's why I don't know what car that is.
No, you do. It's just because not many times people actually say the name; they just call it the Lamborghini truck or the like. So that's why I forgot that's what it was called. Okay. If I show you what it is, you straight away you'll know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, Karma says Endo is every man's hero. If you know, you know. Oh man. We got Endo. Dean says, just being optimistic, fam. Drift, I watched your GOAT, Pedro. He's average at best in Kevin Samuel's voice. Miz, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. He's a good player. I don't know if I've seen this person play before.
Y'all gonna come round to it. I've got to bring Luke in on this. Now Dean's got to be brought in on this. You guys, man, you'll see. Pedro, man.
This is some breaking news. Mudryk has tested positive in a doping test. In the A sample, a banned substance was found in the end of October. The B sample is expected to be open in the next few days. Compound V, I'm guessing. That's where he gets that pace, isn't it? Boy, not our problem, that.
This might be, I wouldn't even be surprised if Chelsea are just trying to get him sacked so they can buy another winger.
Probably, innit? That would just be someone spiked his stuff, innit? Someone's giving him that Matthias.
Can you imagine, bro?
Someone's giving him that.
Can you imagine?
Giving him that.
Diabolical.
Quick question, Drift. Do you think now that Linders has left RB Salzburg, do you think Bichette comes back off loan? I don't know if there's even a recall clause.
You're not gonna allow what I have to say about.
Let's just move on then. Let's just
move on. Just leave it.
We've done a lot of debating today. Let's just move on.
I think there's two players that just won't ever be who we thought they would be.
Wow.
For whatever reason, I'm not even necessarily saying it's going to be their fault.
Wow. Okay, cool. I said some stuff about Nunes. This is how you get your revenge. I get it.
No, I see the light.
Wow. I see the light, you know. Wow. Okay. That's your opinion, Drew, if you're entitled to that.
Not a fact.
Ademola Lookman linked. Any truth in that, you think? Any way we make a move? I disagree as well.
I think he's getting on a bit in age. Like, was he 27, 28? I can't imagine we'd buy a 27, 28-year-old either.
What a segue, Drift. Well played, bro. I don't even know if you did that on purpose or not. A left-back situation. We've been linked heavily with Anthony Robinson, especially after his performance against us. We've also been linked with Kirkes. About a month ago was Jiro Hato. Carreras from Benfica. We've now been linked with the Girona left back, I think Miguel Gutierrez, because Slot spoke about him. Is Robbo's time up, in your opinion, bro? I know we've had a couple of sleeps since the Fulham game. Is it time now?
Let's talk about this real quick. So, whether or not you think Robertson is good or not, we've had that discussion, right? We talked about it in the match reaction extensively. I believe that he'd be a good backup player now, and we go and buy a first-team left-back, and we move Tsimikas on for one or two reasons. I think Tsimikas deserves to play first-team football instead of just being backup all the time. And whether it's ironically, coincidentally, whatever the case may be, he always seems to be injured when he's actually needed. So it's like he's cool when he's not needed, and then as soon as he's needed, he's injured. That's not really a good backup, is it? So there's just a bit of an issue there. But let's talk for a minute, bro, because I said this based on my own opinion, and then this morning I woke up and I saw a referee officially say it was true, and I felt very vindicated within what I was saying. Big up Enz. I was on Enz's show last night, and I said this, and I just said this based on my opinion, based on what my interpretation of the rules were. You know, Robertson shouldn't have been sent off, bro. You see the pussy MOL, because that's what I'm going to call them now, because that's what the P stands for, yeah? They don't deserve any respect, Cal. They don't. They're the pussy MOL. That's who they are. Do you know they continue to just make up the rules as they go along, or do what they want, or whatever they feel, or... Do you know Robertson shouldn't have been sent off against Fulham, bro?
I don't have an issue with this sending off.
Do you know what the interpretation of the rule is? It's only a goal-scoring opportunity if you're actually going to be the one who's closest to the ball. So, when he makes connection with the ball, he kicks it so far away, even if Robertson didn't foul him, he wouldn't have got the ball first. Virgil would have got the ball first. Alisson would have even got to the ball before Wilson. So that's just first part. He played the advantage. When you play the advantage and the advantage is gained, you are not allowed or supposed to pull back play, Cal. He let Jimenez have the shot. Jimenez just fucked the shot. Should have been a throw-in. Virgil clears it. Should have been a throw-in. He pulled it back all the way to the foul after giving the advantage. So if he blows the whistle straight away, there's more of an understanding. Once you play an advantage, Cal, you're supposed to see through the advantage. So twice within that move, we've been done over. Wilson wasn't in control. He wasn't going to get on the end of it. So therefore, it wasn't a clear goal-scoring opportunity. It was a foul. 100% it's a foul. But the foul is not the debate. But a red card has to be a clear goal-scoring opportunity. He wasn't going to get there before Virgil. He literally kicked the ball past Virgil. Virgil would have got there way before. Even Alisson would have been able to come off his line and get it before Wilson would have made it. And he played the advantage. This is the main part. He played the advantage, and Jimenez tried to do a little sexy chip over the goalkeeper or whatever. He only blew the whistle once Virgil cleared it after playing the advantage. We got screwed. We got screwed, bro. And an official referee has come out and said, yeah, that is actually the truth. So it wasn't even just my opinion or my own interpretation of the rules. These are facts. That should have been a yellow card, throw-in. That's what it should have been, bro. It should have been a yellow card for the foul, throw-in. Virgil cleared it out for a throw. We got screwed, bro. We got screwed. We actually got screwed. So whether or not Robertson was a bit of a donut in that moment or whatever, we got screwed. It's just how it goes, isn't it?
If I'm going to be honest, I don't have an issue with the red card.
Well, you should do according to the law, bro. Aren't we supposed to be abiding by the law here?
What is the law, bro? It's the wild, wild west at this point. Let's be real.
This is what I'm saying.
I didn't have a problem with the red card.
But now I've given you the factual information. Do you not see what the problem is? Because you know what should have happened? VAR should have actually said to the ref, you need to go and look at the screen and understand the mistake you've made here. Did you hear the comments that Virgil made when he said, I even spoke to Fulham players and they said, we could tell this brother don't know what he's doing. He was nervous.
He
didn't know what he was doing, bro.
No,
I mean, what he was doing.
Let's be real. They should have had two players. Well, they should have definitely had one player sent off. I don't know about the foul on Robber. I know that's an orange card. I'm good with a yellow for that one. The one on Gravenberch is an absolute stonewall red card.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on that stuff. I'm just talking
wall.
about. And do you want to know something as well? I'm going to be honest. Maybe I'm going to sound like I'm going too far when I say this. It was his first ever.
This is such a wild comment. I don't even know what I've said. Like, Zeal, what have I even said to deserve that comment? Like, what the F is that, man? You know, love higher.
You see, you know, it was the ref's first game in the Premier League.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't give someone Liverpool on your first day. No, you work your way up. You work your way up to being Liverpool. It's a privilege to be a referee in the Liverpool game. Yeah. With all due respect, you get today's game, Bournemouth, West Ham, or Southampton, Wolves. That's your first game. I'm not gonna lie. Your first game is not Liverpool.
Bro, what is this? Why am I getting attacked in the comment section? Tron, we go back far, Tron. What is this? What is going on today? Wow. Wow, what is this? Guys, a David Cruz shrine. What is going on today?
They're just on a wind-up, no. They're just on a wind-up. But I'm telling you.
No, you're right. Today, he should have ref today's game.
He should be. Liverpool should not be your first game. You're not ready for that.
Yeah.
You're not ready for that. And the fact, Virgil said they could tell. Virgil said they could tell the guy was nervous. He didn't like, he wasn't even like, he told Virgil can't talk to him. And Virgil said, I'm the captain. I'm actually the one allowed to talk to you. Yeah. But he didn't know what he was doing, bruv.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was doing. He's new at the job.
Yeah.
Bruv, come on, man. When you start a new job, your first day is never Saturday. That's the busiest day. You get Bruton on a weekday. Your first day in the job is never Saturday, bro.
Mine was.
Bro, they
it was a madness.
They boiled it, bro.
It was crazy.
Yeah, bro, that must have been crazy, bro.
It was crazy, bro. My lunch break couldn't come quick enough.
No, but hold on. Had you had experience at the same level already, though? It was just a new company, because that's a little bit different.
No. This was my very first job when I was 16.
Oh no, yeah, they boyed it, bro.
Yeah, it was rough, bro. It was
That's
rough.
a liberty.
Thrown in the deep end.
Yeah, that's a
But
liberty.
yeah, we kind of deviated though, Drift. Left back situation. I think he needs addressing, man.
Yeah, I like Robertson. I think he's a brilliant player.
We're never going to go in for him, though. You do know that, right?
Nah, yeah. He's too old. He's too old.
No,
I mean, it makes
old.
a lot of sense as well because it would ease the pain if Trent did leave to have his brother. So it will be like we're still keeping it in
like
the family kind of thing.
Might help keep him at the club.
Yeah, for real, isn't it? Like Bun guy, you know, do you want to be batty on bench with Bellingham or do you want to play with your brother? Like,
pause. Yeah.
But that's the only reason he looks like he wants to go Madrid anyway, to just, you know what I mean, play hopscotch with Bellingham. But yeah, we won't go for him. We won't go for him. He's 28, innit? He's too old. We won't go for him.
He's not too old. He's just not our age profile. 20.
Well, yeah, he's not our age profile. Yeah,
it's not old.
I definitely think that he would be the best.
But I kind of.
He'd be the best option though, taking his age. But I think he probably is the most talented left back outside of the top 6 in the league.
Possibly. I'll be honest with you. If Owen Beck was ready and we brought in Robinson, that would make sense because Beck's young, Robinson's on the older, more experienced side. That would make sense. But if we're going to keep Robertson or Tsimikas in, getting Robinson kind of doesn't make sense.
You'd get 2 brilliant years out of Robertson. Someone said he's 27. My bad. I thought he was 28. 27. You get 2 or 3 prime years out of him, which football is about now thing, right? So I would have no problem if we bought Robertson.
Depends how much we'd also have to spend on him as well.
I reckon. Do you think he would cost a lot?
Yeah, Fulham are gonna want to bend us over a barrel, bro.
Let's see. Let's quickly see how much length his contract is. Hold on.
Alphonso Davies or Robinson, Drew?
Robinson.
Wow. I'm taking Alfonso personally.
Alfonso's a better footballer, but Robinson's a better defender.
Robinson does get caught out quite a bit as well, though, you know. I think there's a misconception. Robinson is very good, though.
Oh, his contract is very long.
When's his contract run out?
28.
2028?
Yeah, 2028. Forget that.
Who realistically do you see us moving for? Who would you realistically like us to go for?
I think this Kirkes stuff looks like it's real solid, you know. I think that is the right age profile.
You know, Mendes would be very good.
I'll be honest with you as well, bro. It might sound like I'm being silly when I say this, but it's a very easy transfer considering who our director of football is and the team Kirkes plays for. Yeah, come on, man. He just goes and does. If I'm not mistaken, he signed Kirkes for Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy work. I think the Kirkes stuff is real. It could be lazy journalism, but there's been a lot. I don't think this much smoke would be about the fire. I think we want Kirkes. I think that is officially who we're going to go and sign, which will make Matt happy because that's who Matt wants.
Yeah. We'll see. We will see.
John and a couple of people are saying Teo Hernandez because he's free, right, in the summer.
No, he's not.
Is he not? I thought for some reason I thought Teo Hernandez.
Alfonso Davies' Teo Hernandez contract ends, I think, the summer after next.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know Davies is free. He's going Real Madrid though, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems that way. Teo Hernandez would be a dream signing, man. Be an absolute dream.
Oh, someone just said he's got a case. Oh shit! What's going on?
Palace is brother, not him. Palace is brother, not him.
Oh, okay.
But again, don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. Right. Where are we? Give me 1 sec. Gonna go through.
No, Pimp, don't give me a joke. I don't know if Pimp's joking or not, but man said, have you seen the players' car videos leaving Anfield? All of them, man, they're rolling out in big boy whips. Endo's just got a Mercedes people carrier.
I'll be real with you. I I had to start looking at 7-seaters, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you're a professional footballer, the 7-seater is just supposed to sit in the driveway, bro. You have a different car to come to work. That's crazy. That is called being flipping. What's the word?
Six,
Not
six
industrial.
kids,
What's
bro.
the
You
word?
actually have to have a people carrier.
Yeah, but that should just be left in the drive. Like your wife might need to go shop while you're at work or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well,
Even if you ride a moped to work, bro.
I mean, technically, it makes sense having two people carriers, bro.
No, he's only got 6 kids. You don't need 2.
No, but brother, what if the missus can't get to the kids, brother? What if he gets a call and you gotta pick up the kids? How, bro? How are you fitting them all in in a 2-seater? How are you fitting them all in a normal car?
Some of his kids are toddlers, though, right? So
even worse, bruv, car seats, bruv. I'm going through it. I've got 3 car seats. You've seen my car drift.
no, but what I mean is, if he's got to pick kids up from school, some of them are young enough that they're not at school yet. So a normal car would be all right.
You got to carry them back and forth, bro.
No, but the youngest ones would be with his wife, and then he'll pick up the other one.
Let's say, for example, she can't get to the school, and he's got to go and pick up the utes and all that, bro. Probably it gets on top real quick, man. For me, it makes sense having 2 people carriers. If we could afford 2 7-seaters, we'd do 2 7-seaters.
Wow, that's mad still.
He's crazy. But having this 3rd kid has changed everything, bro. I don't know how Endo went from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and then 5 to 6. I don't. But that conversation alone, I don't know how him and his missus did that. Guys, not
takes a village, right?
Well, he's created a village, bro.
There you go.
Big up, man. Why don't we pull out of his driveway, bro?
To be fair, I think once you get to the point where you've got 6 kids, I think you have to be like a devout religious man or something. Because if you're taking no forms of contraceptive, I mean, maybe he wants that many. I don't know, but if you got 6 kids, you are not. There's no prevention in your methods. If you've got 6 kids, no prevention whatsoever.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought you meant it just in terms of like coping with that. Because I'm gonna be real. Me and God have become real close since we had the 3rd kid.
No, I just mean like you're not doing any prevention whatsoever if you've got 6 kids. You know what I mean? That's the real what will be will be. So
I mean, after you have more than 3, bro, I think it's pretty clear there's been no preventing.
No, I think you could have 3 kids with prevention, but 6, you're doing it.
That's what I'm saying. After the 3rd one, I don't think you can use that excuse.
You're doing it on purpose. It's definitely on purpose.
Oh, we just mistimed it, or nah, man.
Yeah.
Man's not even pulling out of his driveway, it seems.
Yeah. Mad.
Like, he has no. He just like, I'm in there now. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
You know, what is it? Mastermind. I've started, so I'll finish. Like, that's literally what he's on.
It's one of 2 things. It's either you're planning around ovulation, or you beat so much you're just always beating during ovulation. It's one of the 2, bro. One of the 2, bro.
Just a demon time constantly.
I rate it. I big up Endo and the Endos, man.
Well, one thing we can't ever accuse Endo of is not having energy on the football pitch, and we see why, man.
Yeah, bro.
Right, let me hit up the FPL updates. I'm going to do the top 15, guys. So in number 1, first spot is 2 Eze FC. DK's 11 in 2nd. Haven't a Kalu, sick name, in 3rd. Say hello, Jamie, in bear with me 1 sec, Drift, in 4th. Fabs SFC in 5th. Bazooka Boys in 6th. Nuggets in 7th. 1 of 1, spelled 1 of WUN. Again, great name. In 8th place. Shack Attack in 9th. It's nice in 10th. Suki in 11th. FPL Mozart 12th. Free Palestine Junaid in 13th. Drop It Like It's Slot, great name, in 14th. And making up the top 15 is Arne Slot. La 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 la. and there is not a massive gap between number 1 and number 15. In fact, separating the top 2 is only 5 points. A massive game week by 2E Eze FC to take him top of the league. So big up everyone taking part.
Yeah, big up you lot, man. Big up, man. I think we've got 900 participants this season, like right? Yeah, big up you lot, man. Big up you lot. I'm not gonna lie, some of the comments are killing me still. A9 said he wants 7 to 10 U's. Big up you, bro. Big up you. Imran said to get his fourth, he double clutched.
Oh man, big up Imran. Oh man. Bubakar says drifting cow. The reason I made the point about the Urus being a luxury car, but you can use it on a day-to-day basis, is when you were talking about Trent being a luxury player, but still important. Oh, I get you. I get you.
That probably is the only Lamborghini that can be used on a daily basis. So yeah, I get it now. I get the reference.
Honestly says, question LFC keeps signing a lot of youngsters for the academy. Do you think we will buy players but look more at the youth system like Barca with La Masia? I think it's an upside to buy these players at this age because they have a breakthrough into the first team and you save yourself tens of millions, or if they're not deemed good enough, then you sell them and make a profit on them. So it's what Chelsea have been doing over the years, obviously along with their other dodgy stuff, but it's worked for them. I think it makes sense to do it. D and J, Atletico and Napoli have both had bids to take Darwin on loan in January, an option to buy in the summer rejected. Aston Villa, another club interested in him. Drift, your thoughts on that?
I hope he stays. No, I'm going to be honest with you, but at this point, I actually want him to go because I'm sick of him being abused, if I'm being honest with you.
All right. 30 mil.
No chance.
Hear me out, man. Hear me out, man. Hear me out. 30 mil plus Nunes for Cavascalia. You're doing it.
Well, we have to give them 30 mil.
Yes, Cavascalia is worth more than Nunes at this point, bro. Of course.
I thought you're talking about we get money.
So you let me get this straight. So you rate Nunes as a £110 million player then?
No. I'm just saying I think Nunes bangs in the Italian league, so
he does. But right now,
no, I don't think we need a left winger while Diaz and Gakpo are here.
Diaz can move.
If one of those two left, then maybe I'd have that conversation.
No. All it becomes is Diaz and Jota become your strikers, and Cavascalia and Gakpo become your left wingers if Nunes goes.
No, I don't mind Diaz playing down the middle, but I wouldn't want it to actually be the permanent option.
No, but it wouldn't be. It'd be him and Jota.
I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow. Let me sleep on that.
Cavascalia, brother.
Let me sleep on that.
Cavascalia drift. Dean says, on a serious note, what should be done about the PGMOL? Why do they have so much power? And why is no one or FIFA above them refs moving like Toretto? Honestly, they need to rip up the structure and start again. Personally, it's just
100%.
It's a joke.
It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous how much they don't have anybody who's able to. Yeah. It's mad.
Zia says, I saw Kirkes tonight. Please God, Allah, not him. I didn't watch the game, so I can't say. I've always said I'm not been moved by Kirkes. I think he's good, but I'm not moved by him like that. But I wasn't moved like that by Robbo before we signed him, and he ended up being my favorite left back at Liverpool's history. So, who knows, man? Dean says, imagine Mane, Bobby, and Salah under Slot. Madness. Yeah, but let's not forget how magical they were under Klopp as well. Honestly says Arne Slot got Kirkes from AC Milan, then Kirkes went to Bournemouth, so it seems like an easy deal. Arne Slot made Kirkes the player he is today. No, he never played for Arne Slot. They never crossed over at AZ Alkmaar. I know he admires the player, but he's never worked with him. Shout out to the husband again. Says, guys, I don't care what nobody says. Ever since UEFA banned LFC and the rest of the English clubs with us in the 80s in the Champions League, the refs and all England have been against us. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Never would I.
Makama says you have to. Whoa. I'm glad I didn't read that out. Wow.
I'm wondering why, bro. Why do you have to?
Yeah, that's just take time.
I'm not gonna lie. If any man puts in a gumshoe before he beats, his woman needs to call time out. Like, we need to establish why you're putting that gumshoe in, big man. Time out. What the hell's going on?
Be mad still.
What is going on?
I think if I did that before, if I did that in front of me, I think she'd genuinely be petrified.
Yeah, bro. Then what hold the title out. What do you need that for? What do you need that for?
Bro, I'd be if my missus put a gum shield in, I'd be screaming pineapples, bro. Be begging for help, scratching walls and knocking on the neighbor's wall, bro. I'd be screaming my head off, bro. Help, bro. That's all you'd hear. I'd open the window and scream for help, bro. You'll never walk alone. 2.0 said Cal said if he was a pro, would have 2 vans aching. No. I still wouldn't have more kids. But yeah, I would have 2. I'd have 2 7-seaters.
One thing I will say, if you've got money and you can hire help, it obviously becomes a lot easier to have a high number of kids in it. Because let's be honest, like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really like strangers being in my house or anything like that. But I would hire a nanny if I was a millionaire and I had 6, 7 kids. Something like that. I would to help the missus. I would hire a nanny to help the
nannies. Aren't as expensive as a lot of people think, you know.
No, but it's a luxury that I think you should only have if you are like really wealthy. Like I don't think you should be.
No, it's not. It's not as much of a luxury now. Depending on what you want the nanny to do, I suppose.
Think about it, bro. How much you're going to be paying the nanny? About maybe 30 grand a year to be all round like 24-hour help all the time. Sometimes nannies even stay with you, so you need a house big enough the nanny can stay. Like
that's how much nursery fees cost if you put a kid in nursery full time.
Is it 30 grand a year for nursery?
Drift, I've been saying this to you. When I tell you behind the scenes, bro, that I'm on my face and I'm considering getting my feet out for only.
Is it 30 grand a year for nursery?
Drift, when I say behind the scenes, I'm considering getting my feet out for OnlyFans. You think I'm joking, bro? Like, I have been on my face for years, bro.
Fucking hell, I did not realize it was that expensive.
There's a reason why my kids weren't in nursery full time. I was very close to getting my toes out, bro. I've got the setup, like I've got the setup.
Wild, bro.
It is expensive, bro. Nursery is really expensive, but it's one expense I don't mind because if the kids are happy and safe, then I'll pay as much money as that needs.
No, but 30 grand is a lot for nursery, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Basically 2 mortgages we had at one stage.
Jesus, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'll socialize them myself, bro.
Yeah. Sometimes nursery is needed for you as well, bro, to get rest. Like, trust me.
Not for 30 grand, bro.
I can't read out this super chat from H. I'll leave it on the screen for a little bit. That's insane.
That might be the most diabolical super chat H has ever said.
That is insane.
That might be the most diabolical thing. Man said you have to spray and pray.
He said raw is law. This is insane, man. H is actually something else. Oh,
no, man. Spray and pray is diabolical. That is diabolical. That is diabolical.
Honesty says, my bad, slot left before Kirkes got to AZ. But I know for sure you had Slot took over from Pascal Janssen December 4th, 2021. He had Coop Miners and Reinders, but Kirkes, you are right. Yeah, no, I just missed Kirkes. Just missed him.
I want
look, people. Yeah. But people, we are going to wrap up there. We'll be back probably at some point tomorrow for the Southampton preview, so make sure you switch on the notification bell. Honestly says Monday Night Raw. Wow. Drift, you got anything coming out on your channel, whether it be YouTube or Big Up, bro?
Yes, I will be doing the Tottenham Man United Carabao Cup game this Thursday, guys. So make sure you join me for that one. And obviously, we will be on Big Up for the Liverpool Southampton Carabao Cup game, guys. So make sure you join us over there for that one. And obviously, we'll be back tomorrow for the preview for that game as well, guys. So make sure you stay locked. I am gonna be doing a few things on my channel as well. I think in the morning as well. I think I'm gonna do a weekend roundup. I was supposed to do it today, but I've been very busy. So I'm gonna bring back Drifty's review on a weekly basis now, guys, because a lot of people have been telling me they just want me to swear and cuss, and I don't want to get Kopish demonetized. So I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Don't get yourself demonetized either, though, bro.
Yeah, but therapy, innit? Therapy. So yeah. So keep an eye on the channel. Keep an eye on the channel, guys. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna start going on a bit mad. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
For myself, got a show with Luke Tanner tomorrow. Usually Jamie, but shout out to Jamie's in the chat, but Jamie won't be making a show tomorrow because he's having some well-earned rest.
Yes, safe trip as well, G.
Indeed, enjoy that, Jamie. You deserve that, brother. So I'll be back tomorrow evening on my channel, and then Wednesday we'll be back on Big Up. I don't think Matt's got anything coming out. If he has, then make sure you have a look out for that as well. The Matt One Show on YouTube and Big Up. Oh please, Jamie, bro. I'll believe this when I see it. When I come back, I'm going to start being good. No more dark, Jamie. You live in the dark, bro. You live in the dark, Jay. I'll believe that when I bloody see it. But no, big up to you and the family, Jay. Enough love, bro.
Yeah, no, have a good trip, bro.
If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe from YouTube channel. Big up to every single one of you in the chat. Some healthy debates. Really enjoyed today's show, even though we've agreed and disagreed on a lot. But it's been a fun one, people. And this is how debate shows should be. Ending with a laugh and going away from it, having a good time. Drift, pleasure as always, brother.
Yeah,
we'll see each other tomorrow. I'm going to be live on Monty's channel, maybe in about 10 minutes. So you'll be redirected over there for that video, guys. And yes, people, it's been a pleasure as always. Until we see you next time, thank you for watching and listening. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.